What up? Welcome to your morning drip. I am your host, Running Rock. This is also your host,
your boy E Weezy.
And welcome to the August 23rd Monday episode of Your Morning Drip, right here on the numbers.
It's the 23rd?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I know. Times flies by when you're getting shot at and Proud Boys are out.
Yep. Nope.
What's up, dude? How was your weekend?
It's fine. Had a lot of events. I went home yesterday at like 8:30 or 9, and then I just fell asleep. Then I woke up I knew I was going to fall asleep, and I had a feeling I was going to wake up around like 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I had this elaborate plan to wake up and go to the casino and play blackjack. Yep. Thought it was going to happen. Didn't happen.
Weezy's a gambler?
No, I like to play my little blackjack every once in a while. I don't like losing money, but Carson just walked up to the window, even though she's supposed to be working, but that's all right.
I wonder if Carson's listening to the show right now.
I don't think so.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Dead Sock don't love us.
No, she's supposed to be. No, Carson's supposed to be working. Funny story. On Thursday last week, because I don't do Friday episodes, so you don't know this yet. On Thursday last week, I went to go film something for some product that we're releasing, and I went over to the yard, the Death Star building right across the street, or right across the bridge. And when I was in there, ran into a friend. When I first walked into the building, I was like, bro, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, I'm doing a commercial. And I was like, oh, well, hit me up when y'all need a plus-size male model. And then 5 minutes later, he was like, bro, you serious? Because they actually need an extra.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was in a commercial on Thursday.
Okay,
and,
your own commercial and then another commercial.
Yep. And then, but the one that I did, I got paid $0 for.
Ooh.
And then the one that I did with them, I got paid $500. So,
okay.
So
I
got
like
a
how
little.
you dropped the number. I was expecting you
Doesn't
to
matter. But all that matters is that I now have some blackjack money.
Okay.
Yeah. See, that's when I will gamble when the money is either low or free.
I feel like then we should have like a skate competition, and you should put that up as your wager if you really want to gamble.
No.
Just us, we call it Broke Boy Skate.
No, I'm not that good.
Exactly. None of us are.
No, what? I like playing games that I could win.
You could win.
Could not.
Me, you, and Amir?
Skating?
Yeah.
Man, it'll be like who can go up the ramp and back down.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I'll take your money.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you could throw it on my camera real quick, Mike. Secretly, he doesn't know that I'm very good at skating, and I would dust him. Dust. Avengers Endgame. He doesn't get the reference.
I don't, but that's okay. I'll still. Fortunately, no handshake was made, but also I already said it. So, and maybe secretly he doesn't know that I skate a little bit.
Hey, I'm still waiting for this. All right, horrible idea of the day segment, real quick. I've been waiting for the branch off of Dead Stocks, so like there to be Dead Stock Skate, and then you would have like a Dead Stock coffee shop / skate shop, like Dead Stock Sports, where you have like sports memorabilia. Like I'm low key. Even if it was just like a pop up and you just like took over a place for a day and did that, I feel like that'd be dope. Okay.
I'm not saying that those aren't things that have already been speculated.
I love that I just give you ideas that you've already had.
Oh, yeah.
That's really what my bad ideas are. They're not bad ideas. They're just ideas you haven't had time yet to do.
Yeah. The other day, Carson asked if she was like, "Hey, can we get a juicer?" And I was like, "Yeah, let me tell you about getting a juicer. Somebody has to clean it. That's a lot of equipment. They're very expensive. They attract a lot of flies. Like, blah 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 blah. Like, so unless you want the solo responsibility of taking care of this juicer, we're not getting a juicer." She's like, "Oh, I didn't think about all those things." Like, yeah. That's what you got to do before you think of something. Good idea. I wasn't against the idea.
You mean like starting a morning show?
Yeah. Listen, as long as
waking up in the morning,
as long as it can be executed, that's fine. So
we trying.
Yeah. No, it's good. Shout out my jacket. The homie Ike Boogie and Settle Myers. The Bless Your Boy. It's even got Dead Sock logo on it.
Dude, I feel like we were supposed to get one for the drip.
Were we?
I think I was supposed to get one. For the drip.
I'm like, I don't remember that. But
Yo,
see, he be having them conversations. I ain't know. No, I'm just kidding.
yo,
All right, I gotta
Ike
take it off.
Boogie,
because
where's my jacket?
I gotta take it off because it's real squeaky like.
You squeak, squeak, squeak,
Yeah,
squeak.
what's that? I'm telling you, that sounds like a cartoon.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Oh man, I heard we have a lot to get into today because I guess you guys missed a lot on Friday in the interview.
We didn't miss a lot on Friday. We just had a great interview segment with your boy Kenny Fresh. Isn't it Fresh Elect's birthday today?
Happy birthday. He's definitely going to be listening to this later.
Happy birthday, Kenny Fresh. Kenny Fresh tried to take your job.
He can have it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it back. Don't worry about it.
Yo, he
Sometimes you get fired and then afterward they come back to you and they go, "Man, I shouldn't have fired you."
Yeah, you know what? That could be real. I wanna read his message to us before we get into our first segment real quick because it was slightly hilarious, I would say.
It probably said, "I'm better at this than Ian. Hire me instead. I'm out."
No, but he says he's oh my god, why has it got to pop up? The new permanent guest co-host.
That's good. I like that. That's pretty good.
I was like, all right, so you had a good time. It's just so funny because Kenny Fresh, unlike you, because you were always down for the show. Kenny Fresh was so adamant that he was never coming on the show because it was too early in the morning. And he's like, we're just going to fight and argue the whole entire time. We didn't miss it. We barely fight nor argued.
He said he held back.
Which is also fine.
I just think I'm a great interviewer / host. So that's why no shenanigans happen unless I want shenanigans to happen.
Shout out Shenanigans.
Yeah, it's a lovely restaurant.
Yeah. What?
You ain't never been to Shenanigans?
No, bro. That's a place?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know.
It sounds like it'll be like a dive bar.
I think it is a dive bar.
Yeah.
I think it definitely is a
We
dive
need to
bar.
confirm.
Mr. Can you confirm if there's a shenanigans or not? I know there is.
Hold on. I'm on it.
All right.
I'm the one who's curious about this. Let me figure it out.
All right. First up today in your music drip, we got Big Boy and Sleepy Brown announcing a joint LP release date, and the Big Sleepover is the single for it.
Big sleepover? That's great.
Yep.
It's in Vancouver. It's a pub.
Told you. Do pubs have food?
Yeah.
Shenanigans.
It's actually Shenanigans Pub and Grill, if we're being exact. Yeah.
That's like when people say Dead Stock Coffee. I'm like, no, it's just Dead Stock.
It is.
This is me.
Yeah.
All right. So can you give us the download on this first one, of Sleepy Brown and Big Boy back at it again?
Yes.
I love Sleepy
So
Brown.
this was first teased back in 2019. The anticipated long in the works collab from the Dungeon Family Brothers, Big Boy and Sleepy Brown, will be released on September 3rd. The following singles: Intentions, Can't Sleep, We the Ones, Lowercase, No Cap, are all going to be on there.
I'm excited about this because I love Sleepy Brown and so good. So good.
It's just bald beard game with glasses on. That's what they should have called that album.
Shout out Big Boy for wearing some J's that are hopefully real. He got blasted for that a few years ago.
Wait, for real?
Yep.
He wore some artificial J's?
Yep. I like artificial is a good word.
Yo.
Yep. But anyway,
Were they customs or were they knockoffs?
no, there's Fugazis, bro.
Fugazi.
Actually, it wasn't. I don't think it was Jordans. I think he was wearing a pair of Barclays, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, this is gonna be dope. I just love like Sleepy Brown's like when he's singing and then Big Boy's and then Big Boy's flow. So dope.
Yo,
I'm excited.
do you think that this means that there's any hope for us getting an Outkast album?
I'm not sure. I don't wish.
You don't wish Andre upon anybody?
No. I love Andre 3000. We talked about this, but I don't. I'm not gonna be like, you guys need to get back together. Like if they get back together, that'd be tight.
See,
And do another album, that'd be sick. But like that's the only time I really wanted to go to a festival.
see Outkast?
Yeah.
Outkast is definitely one of those groups that I'm like, I missed out. Like, I didn't go see them live.
Yeah.
I should have went and saw them live. But I want to see him, because it's always weird to me, because Big Boy will be playing, if he's with Andre, he'll be playing at the Moda Center. If he's by himself, he's playing at the Roseland.
Yeah.
And I kind of hate that about music.
But I don't know. I think it would be the same for Andre, though, too.
No, I feel like Andre would still get the Moda Center.
I don't know.
If Andre came and said, hey, I'm going to do the Love Below by myself, he's selling out the Moda Center.
Oh, yeah, probably. I guess.
Big,
but I guess I'm thinking of
Big
like,
Boy say, hey, I'm doing Speaker Box.
I guess you're right. The mic is laughing pretty uncontrollably back there too. Hey, it's you're right. You're right.
What do you feel like, before we move on, what do you feel like is another duo that's kind of like that, where if one half of it did it, the whole world come out?
Man, I don't know, because it's difficult, because you could think of like three.
You can do a group.
You
can do a group.
Well, but I'm saying the easy one is Destiny's Child, right? But there's like,
damn, Kelly Rowland. Yeah. Kelly Rowland ain't selling out the Moda Center by herself.
You know, she's not. But she bomb. But yeah, she's not.
She bomb.
But I'll take
Bomb
Kelly.
diggity.
I'll take Kelly and Michelle over Beyonce still.
You still wrong for that. But
No,
anyways,
not wrong. But yeah, I can't think of another one though. That would be like that, because unfortunately a lot of them that I could see, like, maybe the other person passed away.
like for instance, like a Boyz II Men or a TLC.
I don't even know. Yeah, the group could do it. I don't even know if an individual could do the Roseland from any of those.
For Boyz II Men or TLC. TLC could definitely do it.
TLC could do the Moda. I don't know if
Left Eye could do it by
exactly right. Who didn't pass away?
I meant to say T-Boz.
So yeah, I don't know. I got nothing.
You know,
Who do you
it's
think?
always funny that mine would
You're
be,
also more musically diverse than I
you're
am.
probably more musically diverse than I am. I would say honestly, because it'd be the same thing if Michael Jackson went up and did could do either one of those by himself, but the Jackson 4 definitely could not only do that. No one's like, I got Tito money at the Roseland, let's do
man.
it.
They'd be like, wait
Where's
a
your
minute.
main at?
Yeah, we can't even do all the songs. we could do like 11 of the 500.
I mean, someone can sing Michael's parts. They can try. Oops. Dang. All right. What's next up, Missa?
Oops.
And don't forget to hit those segments.
What? Oh yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I know you do.
So the funniest reactions to Saweetie and McDonald's strange new meal.
Yo, all right. So first off, how do you feel about these McDonald's collabs overall?
I think I've said already. I'm just waiting to get mine. But the BTS one,
The Dead Stock collab? Would you do a breakfast meal?
I guess it would make more sense if I did breakfast, huh?
You do a breakfast and then do the hash brown on the McGriddles?
I mean, that sounds like something that you wanted. I wouldn't.
We could.
I wouldn't want that.
You wouldn't want your.
No. I don't know.
What is your McDonald's breakfast sandwich of choice?
McGriddle.
That's
But I
what
don't,
you
yeah,
don't
but
want.
I don't want the hash brown on it.
Have you ever tried it?
It's too much
Good stuff.
breadness. I would need the bread because I don't want it to take away from the McGriddle.
It doesn't.
I want like a McGriddle chicken biscuit or like
They
a
have that.
McGriddle chicken. Yes. I never had it.
They
I mean, it's not like the McDonald's meals are any different anyway than what's already sold. The closest is the BTS one because they brought sauces over that they didn't have in America.
Yo, I would, if I had my own McDonald's meal, it would definitely be a Hawaiian burger. I just want someone to throw a pineapple on a Big Mac and let me wallow.
I don't love hot pineapple. I just never.
That sounds like, because have you heard of hot coffee being a code in Grand Theft Auto for the X-rated version of it?
No.
So that was a thing back in the day. So when you said hot pineapple, I just immediately I thought that's a code for dead stock to get the X-rated.
What was the show? What was the show that they had on Netflix? Luke Cage, and he would always ask somebody if they wanted to get coffee, and it meant that they was about to get it in. Dang, is what this is
a Marvel thing that you know about that?
Wow.
Wait, did you watch the show?
Yeah.
Do you only watch the Black Marvel shows?
No, somebody just kept saying Luke Cage was really good, so I watched it, and then I was like,
out of all the shows, they told you Luke Cage was really good.
yeah, and then I realized it was just fine.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah.
We'll
Tell us about Sweetie Missa.
So social
Sorry.
media reacted to her collaboration.
yeah, the meal that's the tightest part about the whole meal.
Ba da ba ba ba. She got them S down or them baby hairs down.
Bro, them baby hairs, they're not even down. They're popping.
Laid.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so the meal was just
Yeah, I was gonna say the meal includes a Big Mac, 4-piece chicken nuggets, medium fries, medium Sprite, a tangy barbecue sauce, and she then
And sweet and sour sauce.
and then she renamed the sweet and sour sauce, dubbed the Sweetie and Sour. Additionally, the new meal comes in a brown paper bag with a flashy graphic design, declaring it the Sweetie meal.
So first off, I would like to say, Sweetie is fugazing everybody that buys this meal because get ready for it. This meal is probably like, what does it say how much it costs on there? Like it's probably like $12 or something right around there. You can just go get a Big Mac meal and then order a 6-piece McNugget Happy Meal, get 2 extra nuggets.
well, yeah, because you only get 4.
And then and then you can do the McDonald's app and get a free Happy Meal with your regular combo.
Oh, really?
The meal says it's $22.99.
$22.99. Yo, you can get that for less than $10.
Does it come with this?
Wait,
This
hold up.
this globe?
Do I get baguettes?
I think that's with the shirt.
Oh,
There's a shirt?
Yeah.
You can tell we did a lot of research on
Man.
this story.
Well, I mean, I do a lot of research at McDonald's, and I don't remember seeing any shirt.
No,
Even when I got
well,
the
no, they do the BTS. I didn't know
when
you
I
could get the shirt.
But when I got the BTS meal, it didn't even come in the BTS bag. I got pump faked out the whole gym. I'm still trying to block the shot.
Every time I hear BTS, all I think of is Backstreet.
Oh, that's
Or
Jax.
sorry, Blackstreet.
Oh, that's also that's not the Jack. Ew, that's sticky.
Why?
You could have any combination. Seriously, anything.
This is
Swipe for some really good ideas.
yo. I'm. Let's see this commercial real quick. I really want to.
Everything? Okay.
Yeah,
Let's get the sound up.
It is. Yeah.
you gonna unplug it and plug it back in again.
Hold on.
Just
I
the
already did
sound
that
part.
once.
No. There we go.
So I'm gonna put some fries on my Big Mac. Or top my fries with chicken McNuggets. That's right. Or make a totally new sandwich like this. As long as you're doing you, you're doing the Sweetie meal. Order ahead on the McDonald's app. I'm Sweetie.
all right, pause
Hey,
it.
My
get your-
McDonald's
Get
order.
your money, girl. Go ahead.
This dude got a hurt stomach. Feed the Sweetie meal. He's like, ba da ba ba ba, not loving it.
Man.
Ba da ba ba ba. That's what my son is saying right now.
Hold on, play that.
Review.
Yeah, can I get the Sweetie meal, please? I swear, these motherfuckers who take your order be hating their lives. What exactly is the Sweetie meal? What's the gimmick behind it?
I'm not sure.
Oh, no, I feel you.
Why has he got
Your
an
TikTok
amp
food
behind it?
review daddy is back with the Sweetie meal
Yo,
from
can you
McDonald's.
pause this real quick?
I had to look up and see what the
Why is this a thing? Why is this a trend of people going to fast food restaurants to review? Like, I just don't get it.
I don't know.
It seems like
To do.
and there's more than one big black guy doing this.
Yeah.
Like,
Why does he have his keys in his lap? Is that
is that
there?
Trailblazer or is
No,
that
bro.
Pokemon?
That's Pokemon, bro.
See, that's why. All right, this is my theory. Why the Proud Boys and all the white supremacist groups are coming up? Because this ain't going on the radio, so I can say how I really want to say it. Negroes used to act hard and shit, and now they see dudes with Pokemon lanyards and sit up here and got BTS lyrics tattooed on their arm. They ain't scared no more. Ladies used to clench their purse and they're like, hey, baby, I have an extra Pokemon card that my baby left in the back seat. You want it? All right, go ahead, play this.
A Sweetie meal was? Apparently Sweetie is a singer or a musical artist. I have no idea who this person is, but let's try their meal. It's just a Big Mac, some nuggets, and some fries. And apparently you have the Sweetie sweet and sour sauce for the nuggets, right? McDonald's is really not trying to make these meals anything special, but damn it, I'm gonna try it. Alrighty, first the Big Mac.
It's just a Big Mac.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I mean, it's a Big Mac. Let's try fry.
Really?
Fry. Try the nuggets. It's just a nugget with sweet and sour sauce. See, if McDonald's ever gave me the opportunity to come up with my own meal, it's gonna be some off-the-wall shit. It's gonna be some shit that you have to, like, make new. Some shit that's not on the menu. Let's put nuggets on the burger. Nuggets in the shape of fries. We're gonna do some shit. This is a fail. I don't see the point of it.
Oh God! If boy's making the news. All right. So let's just get through this real quick. So what would be the one item you would put on your meal for if you got to do your own collab?
Honestly, what it would be is I would try to get some. I'll get some like really good cheese.
Like queso?
Yeah, like a queso, or even like a Havarti, or you know what I'm saying. Like we're gonna switch it up on the. They're gonna be like, wait a minute. Since when? So that would be that same. Like let's say we do the McGriddle bread, the chicken, like the fried chicken, and then like a really good cheese.
All right, I would
make some sort of sauce.
Would you do something visual like with it that kind of like sketches people out? Like I was thinking maybe I'd do like a squid ink bun.
Oh
Make it
yeah.
black.
So I mean, honestly, what I would probably do is you know how like on the top of the McGriddle has the McDonald's joint. I just put the Death Star flame.
There you go.
Be toy.
I know what I would do, and it'd be very controversial, but instead of making a new item, I would bring back an old version of an item. I bring back the dark meat chicken nuggets. Because if you remember back in the day, you would get literally different chicken nuggets. They would have white meat. Some of them would be dark meat. I would bring back the all dark meat box of chicken nugget. And I might even throw a loop in there and pretend like they were duck and have the dark winged duck nuggets. Wow. The dark meat duck. You don't remember? So
no.
Yo, because it used to not always be white meat. You literally have.
Is there a decision on the meat type?
No, there's no decision now. They only do white meat.
Is it even white meat?
It's because it's paste.
Yo,
it's like
pink
stuff.
It either way, I bring back the dark meat nuggets, be the dark wing McNuggets, and I think they'd be fire. And the only other caveat I would do to that is I would have breaded and unbreaded. So you can like, hey, I want the breaded dark meat. I want the unbreaded dark meat. Because I used to take off the bread on my chicken nuggets when I was a kid.
Wow. I've never heard anybody do that in my life.
Hey, yo, shout out to all the diabetics out there so you can, get your nuggets on. And
that's why you did it?
And no, I was a kid. I wasn't diabetic then. And then I would have the sugar-free sauce that would probably be worse for you than the regular sugar sauce.
It would just be mayo. Yeah. Which is not bad.
No. I do you can get it at what's the sushi spot? Sushi Land. Their spicy mayo.
Oh yeah.
I make their spicy mayo into a sauce. That'd be the sauce for the nuggets.
That would be a good nugget sauce. That would make sense. Yeah.
You're welcome, world.
Yeah.
And a fry sauce. Woo!
Listen, you doing too much. We can our meal can't be $23. Our meal would have to be like
You know what?
Like
dark wing McNuggets, and then they have the sweet potato fries.
They have sweet potato fries.
They don't have sweet potato fries. That's why I would
It's
do.
the sweet potato fries are never firm.
But if McDonald's did it, I bet it would be.
Yeah, because it would be full of stuff to
Exactly.
keep it, man. Anyway, we're talking about killing people. What's
All right,
next,
all right.
bro?
What's the next topic we got, Missa?
So this is a follow-up from Zumbi's death that we talked about a couple episodes ago. After a Berkeley police rep claimed the rapper was involved in a physical altercation with nurses and security at a Bay Area hospital, the family is getting involved in their own investigation to see what the real cause of death was.
Yeah, I just wanted to put this out because I know that there was a little bit of talk about possibly COVID and everything else being a factor within his death, and this is the thing that I want to say. It's kind of happened after Michael Jackson died. You know, after a couple of other celebrities have passed recently, Whitney Houston and so on. We lost someone, and at the end of the day, that's like truly what it is. We lost an artist. We lost, you know, what may have not been a true friend, but felt like a friend within the hip hop realm to a lot of people. And, you know, a spokesperson for music in Cali. And at the end of the day, I think all the other stuff doesn't matter to the fact that we lost a dope artist. So I just once again wanted to shout out Zion I. My heart goes out to him. And, yeah, sad story.
Yeah, it is. Well, hopefully some stuff will get cleared up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also, just to touch on it real quick, black people having to go to a hospital and deal with anything sucks because we don't get believed. So, yeah, I hope within this mess and clarifying it that the family gets some closure, because I know that Serena Williams is still the one that I remember the most famously. That she had like a blood clot or something when she was giving birth, and they wouldn't listen to her, and she had to like wild out. And it's like you have to go that far just to get noticed, and she's a celebrity and a multimillionaire and one of the greatest athletes of all time within her field. So, yep. All right, what do we got next up?
Okay. Kendrick Lamar reveals he's working on his last album with TDE.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah?
Yeah.
All right, first off, it isn't his last album.
You sure?
It's his last album with that label.
Oh, I thought it was his label.
Top Dog Entertainment. I don't. Am I saying this right?
I think it's like his best friends.
Oh.
Like he's close to them. It's not his.
I thought it was
He's
his.
definitely like.
So he's gonna do more music.
I'll double check.
Why do you have a thing against?
I don't know. He's boring to me.
How is he boring?
I don't know. He's just boring.
Give me some ass with some stretch marks. Come on, man. Like
I mean, that's fine. He could.
Bugs
you know
Bunny
what?
don't kill my vibe. Bunny don't kill my vibe.
There's people who, you know, everybody has who they like for whatever reason that they like them.
No, but there's universal artists that everyone love, and I would feel like a Kendrick Lamar, especially for you to a certain degree. But I guess you just really love some ignorant ass music.
Yeah, I do. But
you also then love Kurt Franklin.
yeah, that's not. But
You're a complex human being.
yeah, we all know that. But and all human beings are complex. But
No, this is simple ass motherfuckers.
well, but I don't like being. I think I said this is being rapped at versus being rapped to. Like I don't like being told I need to do something, or like even like the cadence of the person. I don't
What do you
love
feel
it
like
always.
he's telling you to do?
A lot of things. He's telling me to be more black. He's telling me to fight for my rights. He's telling me to do this. He's telling me to do that.
When did he do that?
What album was that?
Damn, Pimp a Butterfly?
Yeah, I'm good. Damn, I'm good.
Damn's what?
I don't like Kendrick Lamar. Is that okay?
I'm just trying to understand it. Jesus.
Well, I'm just telling you, asking me. I'm telling you, I just don't.
Well, I don't know.
It's like, hey, it's like eating vegetables or this or that. Like some people just don't like certain stuff. People so I just don't like Kendrick Lamar.
Can I ask you a question then? Do you like Bernie Mac?
Yeah.
You're a complex human being.
What? Why? I also love Mike Jones.
No, I feel and he's literally giving you your number to call him.
Yeah.
And it's still messed up.
Yeah, he's clear and open and honest. He's like, listen.
He says I like some ass with some stretch marks.
That's clear and open and honest too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Kendrick doesn't have good tracks. I also don't like The Weeknd, but Weeknd has 1 or 2 good songs where I'm like, this is tight. Other than that, I'm not listening to The Weeknd.
The Weeknd is once again a weak Michael Jackson.
I also
He's
don't
Michael
like-
Jackson if Michael Jackson was in the club hitting on girls.
I also don't like Michael Jackson.
Moving on.
Yeah. So I mean,
I don't even
there's
want to
certain
go
people
there.
who
How do you not like Michael Jackson?
I hate Michael Jackson. I'm on the same wave. Thank you.
Do you hate Michael Jackson's music or do you hate Michael Jackson as an artist or as a person?
His music
His
disgusts
music.
me because he disgusts me.
Well, his
That's
music,
So
that's
I mean,
not
him
the
as a
same
person,
thing.
everybody like always was so disgusted and like hated all the stuff that he's done to people. And as soon as he died, everybody forgot about it and loved him again.
No, they didn't. They stood up
Yes,
here and
they
made a
did. Everybody
documentary
still-
called Going Back to Neverland. And they tried to sit up here and crucify the man once again. And then they found the kid and then disproved everything.
I'm not even worried about that. I'm just talking about I don't like his music.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't ever my jam anyways. But
I know, but
Pretty young thing.
yeah, I can listen to it, but I'm the type of
Man
person
in
when
the Mirror?
everybody says, "Hey, I know you don't like Michael Jackson, but you're gonna like this song." I'm like, no, I don't like Michael Jackson. And then, like, oh, I know you don't like that, but you're gonna like this song. I don't like Michael Jordan. I don't like Michael Jackson. I don't really listen to Prince.
You don't like coffee.
I don't really drink coffee. I don't drink coffee because it gives me a headache. But yeah, there's just certain things I like and don't like. It's all right.
So adding on to TDE real quick. So Top Dog is actually the name of the founder. So haha, jokes on us. But he also fully supports Kendrick leaving. So cool
Yo,
with it.
because it's for a check. That's just really what it is.
Probably.
Like there's you being a part of a small label is only gonna get you financially small deals and small endorsements or whatever else. Not saying that TDE is a really small label, like they're sizable within their field, but it's a difference between when you're on Aftermath and Aftermath is owned by Universal.
Yep.
You got some backing behind you, and for him to get as far as he did with TDE and everything he's done with TDE, actually,
TDE's independent.
can you check and see who TDE is owned by?
And I'm not saying that Kendrick is not talented. I'm not saying that Michael Jackson or any of those people are not talented. Clearly they are. I'm not saying Michael Jordan is a bad basketball player. You know, but I'm saying that this is my preference.
So, who is your Kendrick Lamar? That's my question. Then we
Who
can
is
move
somebody
on.
who I don't like? Kendrick Lamar.
No,
That is my Kendrick Lamar.
I mean, in the world's eyes of viewing what Kendrick Lamar is, and within being a prominent musician within today's time, who's that for you? Are you a J. Cole fan?
No, not really. J. Cole's cool. I just listen to whatever I feel like listening
Do you,
to.
do you like Chance the Rapper?
Chance is fine.
I mean, I'm not gonna
for
ask. I'm not
me-
gonna ask you about Drizzy, because if you say anything about Drizzy,
No, I mean Drake is great.
all right, thank
Kanye's
you.
great. Like all these guys, they're all fine. But for
Fine
me,
and
it's
great.
not-
There's a huge difference.
It's not for
Fine
me.
is Starbucks. Great is dead stock.
No, yeah, it's true. But I'm not. I'm not like chasing. I don't chase music the same way that other people chase music. Music for me is like a what's the word I'm looking for? It's like it accompanies me. I'm not like seeking it out. I'll listen to when I'm in the car. I listen to either jazz or NPR.
That's because you got old.
I've been like this since I was like 18.
You've been washed since you've been 18.
That's perfectly fine. But I just have my
perfectly true.
preferences. That's fine. But I also listen to SOBRBE with these dudes, or I'll listen to, whatever the new whatever. Like usually I get excited about a thing for a moment, and then I move on to something else. Like Mike gave me that jazz album the other day. I slapped that joint in the car. But people pull up next to me. Maybe they expect me to be listening to something different because of the way I look. I'm probably just listening to.
You know what you look like? You look like you can be an extra for Ice Cube.
I definitely do. I get that.
Especially with the jacket on
Yeah.
today. All you need is the hat.
Yeah,
Throw on a
did.
Jerry Curl
Yeah.
wig.
I've gotten that before. Bro, I tried to watch. Everybody says I look like. There's a comedian named Ron Funches.
Yeah, dude,
So I
we
tried
talked
to-
about that on the show.
So I tried to watch some of his show yesterday, and I was like, I'm funnier than this guy. So I'm ready to go head
Yo.
to head with Ron. Hey,
Yo.
Ron Funches
Yo.
when you come to town. Which
I
I,
will-
heard
I
is
will-
soon,
I-
isn't it?
Yeah, it's September 24th or 26th or
Yeah.
something. It's
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
A,
I
we're
think-
go-
I think
we're
I'm in
going-
town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to this. B, can we go to open mic night? I will go up there with you.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I might even join you.
Shout out my homegirl Alex.
Yo, we about to
should be
do the
up-
morning
running the
drip
open mic.
open mic night with off mic hosting. All
You were
right.
asking who owns Top Dog Entertainment, but
Yeah.
it's Top Dog. I said that.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if there's another music label like Universal or Sony or
Oh, I mean, that's not what came up. I don't know. They just said that they owned.
Oh, like who owns TDE?
I think-
yeah,
who's-
like
who's
if they
the
if
backer?
they're
It says
yeah.
it's independent.
I think they're still independent.
Yeah, it says independent record label owned by Top Dog.
That's kind of tight. I would, you know what, like that. It's, shout out Kendrick, get your money. But I think it would be cool if he stuck with TDE. Maybe he came on as like an investor or something like that. And then they
We
just
all know
got
what
big
happens
together.
when that happens.
No.
You either get Chance the Rapper's career, where everyone loves their first album, and you try to do more with it in that independent realm, and it doesn't go as far as you would like because you try to be a crossover hit, and you don't have the backing of the label to sit up here and do that.
You already did it like 8 times. Yeah.
I didn't do it 8 times.
You definitely, even just when we were talking about Kendrick just a second ago, you said it 3 times in a row.
Well, this is a whole entire plot point for this show now. So here's your pen, sir.
I dropped it.
And don't worry, we got a backup.
I don't know why you're so concerned with it.
Because I'm trying to do less, and this is helping me out.
Oh, well,
So
we'll just start with 3.
we'll start with 3. All right. Anyways, yeah, I just feel like it can hurt a rapper's career because they'll try to do certain things to make that long last, and it doesn't really work. AKA also Talib Kweli.
But Kendrick has had a few relatively successful, not relatively, very successful albums.
Mm-hmm.
So who's to say that? So Chance had the one, and then I guess dropped off after that.
Someone
So
he has to make
what you're
sense
saying, right? So Kendrick is already doing well. Why not continue?
Because I personally feel like Pimp a Butterfly was his attempt to be. Pimp a Butterfly wasn't my favorite album.
It was not.
It was not.
But which one is your favorite?
I would say Good Kid, Mad City is still my favorite, but I feel like Damned is a more polished album overall.
But that came after.
Yeah, I'm saying
So
there's
the
a risk
progression-
of that.
There's a risk of it.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean that it can't.
And I'm saying that he's trying to now avoid that risk. He's like, hey, I did this one album.
I don't know if he's necessarily avoiding the risk. I think he's just going toward the bands.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's securing the bag,
Yeah.
making sure the legacy stays intact.
I just like how grungy. I did like Good Kid, Mad City.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are tracks on Damn and on the other one,
To Pimp a Butterfly.
that I liked. But I like the grunginess of TDE. I just thought that it was cool. It just seemed like a bunch of homies.
Well, I like Sir. Sir is fantastic. Shout out once again to Kenny Fresh for helping bring us Sir. Anyways, let's go on and get to the next story because this one's hilarious and we got to play this video. Okay. So next up, Fat Joe. Happy birthday! It was just his birthday this last weekend. And there's some great stories that were coming out during his birthday. And Common, which I also got to say, Common could now just be Morpheus. He looking old, bro. He's more so looking like Morpheus, and or he might be able to get away with doing the younger years of Mace Windu in the next Star Wars film.
That one I don't get.
Mace Windu, Samuel L. Jackson's role, because he's bald and's got a very.
Oh.
Anyways, let's just keep going.
Shout out
Mace
shout
Windu
out
didn't
E-
even have a beard.
Shout out Ebro.
Portland's
Portland's radio finest before we got here.
Mm-hmm. You know, he was out here. He tried to syndicate to come back, but you know that wasn't the move. Jesus Christ, you turned that up way too loud.
No, I didn't. I just put it on 15.
Oh, I just definitely hear myself. All right, go for it.
My life.
Fat Joe.
Fat Joe saved my
What do
life.
you mean?
brother.
How so?
So after the beef with Ice Cube and Mac 10, the beef we had, we got settled by Minister Farrakhan, right?
Whole meeting.
Whole
You can go
meeting.
look it up. It's out there. Matter of fact, I tell Cube all the time, Common got you. That bitch in you was tough.
Yeah, Q my guy, but you know.
Y'all
I had to
cleaned
go
up, but
for-
that was
I had
listen.
to go
I
for
was-
my, I had to
Hey.
go for mine.
All right, let's focus. Let's focus.
Yo, that bitching you. Yo, if y'all never heard Common going at Q bitching you, listen.
Hey.
He don't even like to talk about it. It's uncomfortable.
So listen, we doing look, we doing
Why is this
we doing this this commercial, a Sprite commercial. It's like a Voltron commercial where they, you know, they taking artists from each region. Like Fat Joe was representing the East, Goody Mob was representing the South, I was representing the Midwest, and Mac 10 and was representing the West Coast. Now, beef been squashed. Everything is good. Like, you know, I'm about to make, talking about the most money, I'm about to make, at this point, the most money I ever made in it.
All right, just go ahead and pause
So
and
one
I'll
of-
give a summation.
I'm out there, but I'm-
I forgot how long it takes Common to tell a story.
That's why I mess with Common. He's like me. Storytellers, you know what I'm saying? We take our time.
No, that bro takes a lot. So basically what ended up happening is Common is going on to this video shoot for Sprite. And within this video shoot for Sprite, he brings out one of his homeboys that actually ends up being back from Chicago where he's from. But his homeboy is the perfect version of when keeping it real goes wrong. And he sees Mac 10 on the music set and he's just like staring the brother down. And they're just like, yo, bro, do we got a problem? And he's like, actually, nah, we good. Us Chicago niggas just like to look a nigga in the eye when they see him.
That's what y'all like to do?
Huh?
That's what y'all like to do?
Yeah, I say a motherfucker now. Yeah. So anyways, basically what happens is he stares him down. He won't stop. They start to get into it, and Common starts to get wrapped up in it. In fact, hey, can you just like fast forward to like the last like minute of the thing real quick?
And
Real
y'all
out
in
here.
LA.
You in LA? I'm by my. It's two of us at the, and he like, yo, you gotta go because I'm letting you know. You just looked me in my. It was like some real gangster. Fat Joe, like, oh, he gotta go. Like, you know, some mob. Like,
Saying his
he
boys gotta go. Fat Joe.
So then he left, but my man came back and busted some windows.
Ah, this dude is wildin'.
So then I'm like, oh, bro, like, why you do that? So then they like, Ross, we gonna have to get your man. We gonna have to get your man. And you know, they roughed him up a little, but it wasn't nothing. And I mean, it wasn't nothing too bad. You know, everybody's security got me. And Joe later pulled me to the side. And then later when I talked to him in the interview, he's like, Ross, you know, they was ready to get you. They was ready to get you for real. Like, I was like, man. And he said I had to talk to them. I had to sit down and say, because them was his guys. He was cool with Mac 10 and them. He's like, man, y'all ain't touching him. You know, blah, blah, blah. Like, so he essentially, because I was in L.A.
Yeah, he was out there dolo.
Dolo, bro.
Could have went down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, happy birthday to Fat Joe.
Yeah, happy
He
birthday.
helps out a lot.
Yo,
Call this motherfucker cancel
that's pretty. That's a funny story, and it's funny to know that we may not have had Common anymore, or at least he would have been afraid of LA.
Not necessarily been a bad thing.
That's terrible. Aren't you from Chicago? Aren't you supposed to be love? You supposed to love Michael Jordan, Common, Chicago style hot dogs, deep dish pizzas.
Love deep dish pizzas.
Uh huh.
Love Costco hot dogs.
Uh huh. No. You have to have hot dogs with like all the. That's right. You don't eat vegetables.
Yo, bruh. You know what? You good.
What?
I got you. I see you.
They got vegetables and stuff on them. It's got like cheese or not cheese, like peppers and like onions and what's all on a Chicago hot dog? That hot dog is a salad.
It's a salad in a bun.
Yeah.
Get your hot dog from Chicago. It's a salad in a bun.
Oh man, that's y'all's hot dog theme song.
Sure.
Okay.
Anyways, I love Common, and I only give him crap because he did so great, and he tried to become a crossover artist, and he kind of did. He just became a little bit too much of what's his name? The dude, John Legend. John Legend and Common, I feel like you could switch out as people, and
Isn't he also from Chicago?
sure, you could switch out as people, and most people wouldn't notice. I feel like Common could really quickly and easily date Chrissy Teigen, and it would be just the same relationship.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. I'll give you that.
I just don't. I love Common to death. His first couple of albums were dope. When I first heard B, the one he did with Kanye West, I thought it was dope and amazing at the time. As my ears have matured, I still respect it. I just don't think it's highly of it.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Common is kind of one of those artists also that sometimes I'm like, hey man, I don't need you to be telling me what to do. I like Common.
I don't feel like it's telling you what to do. I feel like they do the exact opposite. They just tell you about life, and that you're like, yo, I don't need to hear this, bro, right now. Just tell me to shake my ass so I can shake my ass.
Well, no, I'm not gonna do that part, but yeah.
Huh?
So we got
That's no. Just go down the list. So, that being said, Common's got also a new single on the album coming out, which is yeah.
I'm excited. I'll listen. It's like Jordans. A lot of times they ain't doing nothing hot, but people are still looking. Still like, but what? Because something popping could come out of there, but probably not.
I feel like that's a good pair of Levi's too.
I don't watch Levi's release dates. Like, what?
I'm just saying they basic, but you put the right thing in them.
Oh my!
They be popping.
That's not even what.
Can
That's not even what I was trying to say.
I know. I just wanted to mess you up real quick. So let us know what our local hometown hero Dame Dolla's been doing in the music game. Well, I mean, yeah.
Well, so Dame released a track.
Dame's got an album.
And then he released some apparel. And now he's got an album.
Yeah. And he just hit 300K subscribers on YouTube. Yo, Portland. Y'all gonna subscribe to a man's channel. Sorry. Portland, you're gonna subscribe to a man's YouTube channel. They ain't got nothing on YouTube. But yet your morning drip sitting up here blessing you with the greatness. Don't get mad when we have Dame on here and we just be like, y'all can't subscribe to this because, you know, we capped out.
Man, it would be nice to see Dame. Never mind.
Dame's going to be on here. All right, so this is the album artwork.
It's kind of tight.
No, it's really tight. And, you know, I'm going to say this. I'm going to give this album a healthy chance. I'm not big into basketball rappers. Let me just hop on the train because of the train. Dame can actually spit. So I'm going to give this album a solid chance, and I'm going to find the song on there that is like the single. And I'm going to try to work that for Portland.
That's dope. Does he represent Portland when he's rapping? Or does he represent Oakland?
Yo, until he gets his ID changed, he's representing Portland for me.
His ID could be. It could still be a California ID.
You know what I meant.
I'm excited for the album. It should be good. This reminds me of that old. Remember that Jordan illustration? I can't remember who the artist is, but like they never pick up the pencil or they never pick up the pen, and they actually draw his face. It's pretty sick. That kind of reminds me of this.
Yeah, it probably is. Also, you know, our boy is also an Olympic gold medalist now.
Oh yeah, yep.
So, just
and contributed a whole lot to them getting that gold medal. What did that in one game? I think he had 10 threes or something like that. And he's shooting from like the games were in Japan. They were in Tokyo. He was shooting from like Osaka. Like this dude was some like inbound the ball, shoot it. Like he wasn't even taking steps.
I now need the Osaka Dame Dollars, the shoes. I need the Osaka version. I need the Osaka colorway.
I wish Dame
because then the O with the O.
Oh yeah, that actually would make sense.
Yeah.
Do you know why he wears the letter O
for Oakland?
And what else?
Because baby, he's good.
Oh my goodness.
What? Let me know.
It's Oakland, Oregon, and Ogden, Utah, which is where he went to school.
Is that why he does the 3 and the O then?
No, it's just a 3.
Shout out Weber State.
Oh
Nah.
no, all right.
Because then everybody would. Because then I saw C.J. McCollum, like, and any other person who shoots threes.
Well, I thought he did something like
No, I don't think so.
he hits the chest 3 times for the 3 O's. So you know about?
I didn't know about that. If he does, my
All right.
apologies.
I kind of want to hear this because they had. All right, look who he has on the track list, which is kind of crazy. First off, he has Q-Tip on there, which is like wow. He has Lil Wayne and Mozzie on there. Wow. Yeah, this is. I'm not mad at this.
Should be good.
This is yeah. All right.
Oh, we got that Blast dude, bro. That dude Blast. I think it's Blast. Fire.
Shout out to Kenny Fresh once again for spelling words without vowels, and the rapper's still on it. But nah, yo, can you play? Give me 30 seconds of that track 3 right on because I
Baby, 8 figures at 24 like I'm Kobe, baby. 10 M's, I built the mansion, bro, we going crazy. You got the right one. Come from the trenches and I'm getting close to a B. Private or in public, bitch, don't come for me.
Okay.
Made my sacrifices to live comfortably.
All right.
I was about to hate it at first. When I first listened to it, I was like, this is disgusting.
All right,
what is he
wait.
doing?
Give me that track 9 that meditate.
Then it got disgusted.
Yo, dude, that.
We gon' run my plate. Let me meditate. While we on the date, I often reminisce on all the life lessons. Snake eyes on me, my dice 7. If it's not 11, gotta slide in heaven over sloppy reverence. Fake it till you make it. Basically, you're basic. Facing me is hatred, I can see it. I'm everything they not, they envy, wishing they could be it. The devil got they souls, meditate, they tryna free it. Cause I need peace of mind, but it's hard to ease the mind
I
when
will
you
say,
read.
his cadence to me is so, it's like double Dutch. Like he kind of goes, he does like, and I like it. Like sometimes I hate it, and then I'm like, ugh. But then he finds the beat again. I'm like, ugh. Like it's, I hate it, and then I love it, and then I hate it, and I love it.
Do you like MF Doom?
I do, yeah. Honestly, MF Doom is the first person I was thinking of when I started talking about that. Yeah. I like it. It's good.
I want to hear.
Good job, Dame.
Later on, I want to hear more of that track with Q-Tip because I want to hear how Q-Tip does on that. Q-Tip's a monster. Anyways, all right. Now that that's all been said, what do we got in the celebrity goss?
So Sha'Carri is back. She officially just ran her first race since everything happened, but she lost. Unfortunately, she came in 9th, and then
9th.
Yes, in 9th. But she lost to Olympic gold medalist Elaine Thompson Herrera, and she actually won the second fastest women's 100 ever in history, in the same one that Sha'Carri came last. So she said it's fueling her fire, and there's a couple of videos of her reaction.
Let's look at some of those videos. What?
Yeah.
My lane, I wasn't focused on what it is in me, but at the end of the day, no excuses, not at all. It's time to get back in the lab and do what it is that I need to do. Congratulations to the women that won. I love women, no matter what the flag is, no matter what brand you wear. I love successful women, and I hope that they continue to be just as successful as they're doing and continue to thrive in their career. But I'm definitely going to thrive, and I'm definitely going to continue to show the world why I'm that girl.
Period. You've used the saying no excuses. You've used that over the last month. Where do you get that from? Your ability to say, maybe
not
I
look
had
behind
this
you, Mercy.
setback,
You will
but
not get creeped out.
I can move forward.
It just goes part of my mindset, and also not even just that, but my support.
Dude, why is he licking his lips like that?
They don't let me sit. They understand because they see the talent so much. They don't just see today. They see the big picture. They see the overall potential and what I can do and bring to this game. So they never let me sit. And with that, it's in my head. It's been dwelled into me. Training from high school all the way up until now. The greatness in me is not on anybody's pace. It's not on social media's pace.
It feels like Jurassic
it's not
Park
on my pace.
Raptors
It's not
breathing on
on
the glass.
It's not on the
They're trying to move.
It's on God's pace. Okay? And he gonna make sure I do what it is I need to do when it's time to do it. And right now, it wasn't time to do it. And that's okay. But when it is time to do it, y'all gonna know.
I love this
And
like
what will
double
you say
pane
then?
glass so they can't hear us, but it's just hilarious.
Just
Yeah.
to let everybody know what's
you know
going on.
what?
Somebody's
Shut
looking
up.
through the glass at us.
The-
I just needed that to be clear.
Oh yeah. Let's just keep
Shit.
going. I mean,
I wish I turned on the other camera right now so the
Not
audience
on
can
and
see.
I can't flip it, but
Oh my God, I'm kicking myself for not turning it on.
no, shout out Sha'Carri for she's like, I lost.
She did withdraw from the 200 meter though, directly after that.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I forgot to say, Elaine is from Jamaica.
Mm-hmm. Jamaica hit 1, 2, 3 in that 100.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They said we'll take all the medals, and 2 of them came from like 5th or 6th, and then just hit the boosties. They said this.
Said scoot scoot.
Man, they did. They did. Those boosties.
So
Run these
do you
boosties.
still think I need to do a print?
I mean, a moment is a
I
moment, though.
love,
It doesn't matter.
I love how you guys never talking to the mic with the first word you say.
Yes, you can add Elaine into the same print if you like.
Oh, that's true.
Not
Well,
the same
she
one.
said it's for all women.
Yeah, I mean,
It's true.
that doesn't mean you gonna get Beyonce and Rihanna in the same.
You definitely have to do a Sha'Carri though, because all the color and everything would make her look really great.
That would be sick.
It would be great.
I vote for the white hair though.
Yep. I just love that they both tatted up. To be honest.
They be out here running, bro. They out
All
here
right.
running. That expression.
What is up? Well, first off, can you get the camera on me real quick, Mike? Once again, you are listening to Your Morning Drip right here on the Numbers 96.7 FM in UM. Can you hit him one time? Let him hear.
KNUM.
KNUM.
Yeah,
Can you-
the numbers.
Sorry, I got too focused in on you saying it for me to say the KNUM.
The numbers.
If that's not the new thing for the numbers, it should be.
I feel like I heard it somewhere. Maybe I did. Maybe I did it. Like
It's
maybe, I
a
don't know.
thing. They already did do that, but we
Oh.
did that on our own.
Got it.
We-
I think
We felt the vibe.
I must have been listening to the numbers, and it just went into my cranial space.
When you do that, it makes me feel like that's the voice of the Cheetos man.
Could be.
Oh yeah, snap it to the Cheetos.
Well, you-
I just know.
that was a Slim Jim.
Yeah,
What?
man.
That was like the Kool-Aid guy.
Oh yeah, the cool.
Oh yeah, snap it to a
The
Cheetos.
Cheetos guy has a British accent, if you've noticed.
He
that.
does have a British accent.
He's like, go ahead and do it.
How are you gonna sit up here and have a British character represent the most blackest chip?
Who said that's the blackest chip?
Is there a more hot Cheetos and Takis?
Takis are a whole other thing. That is
But they
a new
wouldn't matter.
addition.
Hot Cheetos is the black chip.
Hot Cheetos, maybe.
Yes, and
But
Cheeto-
Cheetos were, but they weren't hot for a long time.
name a more blacker chip.
I don't know. I'm just saying, is that it?
Exactly.
All right, you can have that one.
Unless you say Funyuns. Funyuns is probably the ultimate black chip.
I don't know that many black people who love Funyuns.
I don't know anybody else who likes Funyuns besides Asian people. Asian people also love Funyuns.
Do they?
Yeah.
I think my snack chip game is low. My apologies. I just eat them.
That's what can I ask before we move on? Cool Ranch or Nacho? I also have a follow-up question to that.
I guess nacho.
Yeah, I'm definitely a Cool Ranch.
Because I more think about it like when I lick my fingers after.
Yeah.
What am I more excited about, Cool Ranch or nacho?
I'm definitely more Cool Ranch, and I love the flavor blast ones where they have the extra flavor. They add more seasoning to it. But I'm hood, so I like the hood nachos where you use Doritos as the chips for your nachos. Fire.
Oh yeah,
Fire.
yeah, for sure.
And I know I probably already said this on an episode. But
You were saying nacho, so I was thinking nacho cheese, like
Yeah, nacho cheese.
like nacho.
Yeah, I know
the
what you're
Dorito flavor. I was like, you use the Doritos as the nachos. I'm like, in the Dorito is the nacho, but I got it.
Yeah. Also, the reason that in the world that we even have the Doritos shells and the Taco Bell, it's because of me.
Those are by far the best.
It's because of you.
It's because of me. 110%. No lie, no cap.
I need the exact story.
Yo, the exact story.
And I got Taco Bell people.
Okay, you can do this because guess what? I have the ultimate Taco Bell people.
Go ahead.
Because my sister-in-law was a very high position. I won't say the exact position, but a very high position in Taco Bell. Like she was going out to the Super Bowl every time with the fam, doing it big.
Okay.
Showing it up. Sorry, I was trying to do the Kevin Hart.
You know what you gotta do? Doing it big. Showing up every time. By ourselves. You say you want a chip? I got a chip.
I got a chip. See, the problem with my chips is my one bag ain't in the other bag.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. And I mentioned to her about Hood Nachos, and we had a little bit of a conversation. And then that following year, they came out, and I was just like, oh, I see you.
So you're the only person.
No, I'm not the only person. I'm the only person that got direct family ties that was talking to some about it. And then the following year it came up, and then I got a wink, nod, and I was like, thank you, sis.
Oh, so when are they going to be on the show?
Huh?
To confirm that. I'm not saying that you're lying, because that actually sounds legit, but I need some confirmation for the wink and the nod.
And I need some of those shells.
Oh, did you know that they actually don't have them right now because of distribution problems?
No, and that's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, no. That's a lie. Let's say it correctly. First off, they have them at certain locations, because if you go to this crappy Taco Bell up here, I'm just gonna officially say it. The Taco Bell up here, up on Burnside, is garbage.
It's really bad.
And if I ask for a side potatoes, that's not Fiesta potatoes. That's not plain potatoes or potato bites or Fiesta potato bites. That's a side of potatoes, and they're 50 cents. I know the cheat codes for fast food.
How do you just? What do they just use potatoes in?
That's why you can just order a side of potatoes. Like you can order a side of cheese, you can order a side of whatever, and it's like a cheaper price. You can order just a side of potatoes instead of getting the Fiesta potatoes, or as they like to say, the potato bites or Fiesta potato bites, whatever it is. Anyways, just trying to say, hey, quit trying to rip me off on charging me another $1.50 for my potatoes when they're only 50 cents.
Oh.
But anyways, all that to wrap back into the Doritos conversation. What is your favorite specialty chip? Like, you know, when they do like an exotic flavor or something like that, what is your favorite?
Oh, does it have to be like
it can be anything?
Okay. There was a barbecue, there's a chip that is the flavor of ribs in Japan that I had it and it tastes exactly like ribs.
Didn't Lay's do that?
Yeah, it didn't taste like ribs.
It was no, I was gonna say Lay's did that. All right. I thought it was kind of like Kit Kat. And Lay's did like that.
Oh no! It's a Japanese brand.
Okay.
Like I don't actually know it. I just know it when I see it. The other is a corn puff that tastes like essentially like cream corn, like a corn porridge.
All right.
Yeah. It's bomb.
Also, I would like to add to what you're saying. We should definitely take a trip to Japan.
I'm always down to go to Japan.
And
people keep asking me to go to Japan. Hey, when do you want to go to Japan? I'll always go to Japan.
I understand that. But
let's go right now.
These are
going right now, Mike?
We're going right now.
Okay.
These are the three things we need to do. We need to do a snowboard trip together.
Yep.
I feel like that'd be fire. I feel like we need to go to Japan together.
Yep.
I feel like that'd be fire. And I know that you might have hesitations on this. I feel like we need to do a Your Morning Drip in Africa. And I think that would be ultra fire.
I don't have a problem with that. You know, go to Wakanda.
Actually, we could do that. We can make that happen.
Yo,
at,
if they made,
in Cape Town,
if they made, wait, what's going on? My sister. Oh, well, can you at least be like, I'll be right back? Because we're literally at the fashion portion.
Oh, hold on a second. Never mind. 15 minutes.
Perfect. Let's run through fashion. Ready?
Hey, let me host the show and don't kick my butt on. Sit. No. Go ahead and hit it.
So some new images have surfaced of the Air Jordan 3 M&Ms.
Yep. So I don't know if you know this, but Eminem has
The rapper?
Yep. So Eminem has for a long time been. All right, man. See you later. I'll handle it from here. Eminem has long time been a not a supporter of, but has been supported within the Jordan
use the
realm.
bathroom. Mike can take this part.
He has he actually has quite a few. What? Why aren't we supposed to get your reactions on stuff? Okay, no problem.
And then he leaves.
I think my section is gonna be pretty good, and I was excited for him to. I feel like I worked hard on this today, but that's okay. Some new colorways or some new pictures, images have surfaced from the Jordan 3 that released. This were actually from 2012. At first, I was excited because it looked like they probably put some patina on the shoe, but actually, it's just because the shoe itself is old. Really? So yeah. They got the CDP box behind it. That's why you could tell how old this photo is. But I don't know. I think it's fine. It's nothing like I'm not going crazy about it. I'm not like wow.
What's the significance with Eminem?
I don't know. Go to this sock liner.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
That's ridiculous.
Nothing else says Eminem on it.
Because there's other shoes that we associate with Eminem.
Yeah, like the Carhartt 4.
Right.
The actual. I think Eminem had a 2.
This just seems like a regular.
Eminem also
3.
had a 3. When did the Eminem 3 come out? I wonder if it came out around this time.
Oh, ages ago.
Yeah,
like a decade plus.
Yeah. So, but this is from 2012.
Okay.
So this could have been. It's almost about a decade ago.
Okay.
So it could be from that time. There's a weird guy standing outside the window. If you guys could don't let him in. Yeah.
I literally thought, I was with it. I was like, I saw the door open.
Bro, you didn't hear it. You didn't hear it, but I said there's a weird guy standing outside the window. Don't let him in. Right when you open the door.
And so I went for the door. I was like,
dude. All right. First off, we're doing. Sorry.
We needed that. We should have had that camera on.
Oh man,
so funny. I took you seriously.
He did. Hey, shout out. Hey, Mike was ready. He said nope.
Yo, you know what? You know what? I realized.
Sorry, Kevin.
Mike is in Lethal Weapon. They had Danny DeVito in it.
Sure.
As their third.
You can continue to say it.
This is never a movie reference I can connect with you.
We had one.
He's
earlier.
our Danny DeVito. All right.
Oh, okay. We had one earlier.
Movie reference that we could agree upon?
I forget what it was, but we had one. Anyway, next shoe.
Was that shoe a yeah or nay?
Huh? Oh no, it's just some old photos of an Eminem that never came out. So the shoe was fine. Like
the lost.
Unfortunately, though, if it were a pair, it would probably go for something like $6,000. Yep. Simply because there are a few changes and it has an Eminem sock liner. That's the only difference. I mean, the color changes, and then the elephant print was gray instead of black, but it wasn't anything. Yeah.
Oh, so it's literally just a single sample.
Is it?
No, I don't know. That's what I said.
I think so. Okay. I think so.
Well,
yeah.
Can I ask this? Wasn't there a missed opportunity with Eminem going with Nike? He should have went with Adidas and did the Stan Smiths and did the Stans.
For the sake of pun sneakers, maybe.
Yeah. But for the sake
that's gonna be my company, Pun Sneakers.
Oh, but for the sake of
the
brand,
first ones are the pun ones, the
like
big
that.
pun ones.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let him finish.
Yeah, just let him go.
So these
that
are
is a good joke.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that wasn't a good joke. That was a good joke. All right, we good? So good, oh my gosh. Okay. Where the Wild Things Are has a shoe that inspired by. This is a Jordan 4 that's releasing. If we
you said Where the Wild Things Are?
Yeah, Where the Wild Things Are.
I would maybe take these as the Wild Thornberries.
I like that too. That's good.
That definitely feels all right. Those are the Nigels.
You know I think these would be more. No, not Eliza. Wait, who was the
Donnie?
Donnie.
Yeah. Anyway, oftentimes they come out with dope colorways for kids that they don't come out with in like adult size, which usually means that they're releasing Like they'll come out with women's pairs, but many times they'll come out with kids because it transfers. Like a lot of women can wear
kid shoes.
So.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit sad. These are pretty tight. I would mess with these. How you feel about them?
The wild thornberries? Yeah, I crack those all day. Give me them Donnies. I still say they're no more Nigels.
Because his mustache?
Just because he wears a lot of khaki.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah. All right. I like that all the overlay pieces are a different color. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, I just kind of mess with these. Only thing I kind of not feeling, the fuzzy tongue.
I think it's tight.
I just feel like that would get messy.
Yeah. Worse than that is the collar lining on the inside. The tongue is not that bad, but on the inside where your foot goes in and out.
These literally right now.
You wearing 4s right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing on the back, I don't know why anyone designed that way. That brown thing on the
heel piece, yeah.
Yeah, because it's just, let me just dig into the back of your calf. If you ever try to do anything that fully extends your foot, I don't get it, but I'm gonna say, oh, so you just don't want me to skate in these? Got you.
No, they don't. You shouldn't skate in these.
I mean, but it's got a little.
That's not what that's for. That's foam.
Okay.
Yeah, that's foam. It'll rip off in like seconds.
Okay.
All right. Oh yeah, this is another. So this right here.
The Crayolas?
Yeah, this is the Kansai Yamamoto Skechers D-Lite collaboration. So if we zoom out just a little bit, I know it's gonna suck. I was trying to make it a little easier for us and put all the images in here so we weren't jumping to the. I'll fix it. But this is the men's colorway and the women's colorway. So I didn't know very much about this artist who they collaborated with. Go to the next photo. This is the men's colorway, like we were saying, and then the next one is the women's. So I didn't know that much. So I actually did some looking into, because I was like, this just looks like an Air Max 95 in a weird colorway, right? And Skechers is pretty known for making things that already existed and just change it a little bit and then making millions off of it. I think they're the second, or they go back and forth between the second and third largest sneaker company.
Who's buying Skechers like this?
Everyone. Literally everyone.
Do you have Skechers?
Not at the moment.
Mike, do you have Skechers?
No.
Missa? No. Who has Skechers like this?
Everyone.
I've never seen anyone wear Skechers out in the wild.
It's value channel.
Unless they're, and I don't mean to be stereotypical within me saying this, unless they are usually the Asian variety and they got style out the wazoo. They usually, I see Asian girls wear Skechers that usually are the platforms or something along those lines.
Yeah, the dad shoe trend and like the overbuilt shoe trend is back. So
did it leave?
Yeah, but so now these types of models are very popular again. So this artist was an avant-garde fashion person, and actually, can we go to that video?
Well, hold on real quick before we do. Can you go back 2 slides real quick? Right there. No. Sorry. Right there. Tell me that does not look like the Spice Girl ones. That
everything is a one.
I know. That's how I refer to it. I'm sorry.
This one is inspired by fireworks, and then the other one is inspired by the carnival. So the first
people can say whatever they want to about what inspires them. That just looks like Sporty Spice, and the rest of the Spice Girls will be wearing that. All right.
It's the Zigga Zig Ah train.
I don't know why I'm kicking so much this episode. Zigga Zigga Ah.
If you want to be my lovers. All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
So go to the video. So this actually prompted me to look into who this artist was, specifically because I always talk about how I don't know that much about fashion. So I was like, you know what? Let me get my fashion.
What are you talking about? As a person that owns a brand, you have a very successful merch / fashion line.
Yeah, there's the zone that I live in, or that I enjoy, I guess.
Kansai himself.
This motherfucker looked like he just won the Olympics.
I have to make happiness to the people. That's my
way too loud.
My life, I thought. So, if I design, and then if someone wear, have to be very happy feeling. This kind of collection I want to make.
So this
Not
is a
sad
video
feeling.
from '84.
So even my
right
show,
around the
I
time
want-
when they released,
I want
he
to
was
make
doing a new
special
collection.
feeling for the audience. If they feel something, that's
So
why.
he actually stays on
So
stage
that's why
and he wears
I'm
a
staying
mask,
on the stage.
and then he directs the show from on stage.
Bro, he looks like the OG like gold Power Ranger.
It's true.
It's pretty dope.
So this collection
It looks
was
like hot
inspired.
Cheetos and Taki bag right there.
Wait, low key. So this this collection was inspired by.
He also looks like he could be a stunt double for Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I think I missed that.
Character is-
So he goes on.
He's
to,
like, I'm getting some chocolate tonight.
For those
Shaniqua?
listening, for those listening, there's an older gentleman on stage with some black women. So he goes on to explain that. So this
Oh,
collection
that looks
was
like Samurai
inspired-
Jack's villain.
It was inspired by children's kites. This collection and like children's toys. And what you'll see is that this shirt is actually, you can wear it either right side up or upside down. It has 4 sleeves. And so, but everything he did was to honor traditional Japanese like toys and like what's the word I'm looking for, like Japanese traditions, like the clothes and all that stuff. But it was to highlight all of that. Yeah, Japanese culture, to highlight all of that, but also to be sophisticated. So that's why he's still wearing a suit, and the suit just comes in the colors of. So he was trying to blend the two together. But as I was looking through why, we don't have to watch anymore, but as I was looking through why he did, or why they worked with him, because I was like, who is this artist? And I've seen his name before.
Wait, are they taking the sleeves and putting it through the hoodie and then making it a head wrap? Can you play that real quick?
Oh shoot! Wow. Hey, that's tight. So
you know what this looks like to me? It looks like one of those kids TV shows, but it's usually like a European version, and it's super weird. This is what his whole entire like line looks like to me.
The Wiggles high fashion version.
Yes.
So the collection was he often when he does his shows, he brings in, he wants it to be for everybody. So that's why he has like older people. He says like people in '84, but he says like older people, fat people, skinny people, kids. He brings in everybody because he wants to prove that fashion can be for anybody. So as I was looking through, like I was like, why would they even do this shoe with Skechers? Why? Because Skechers is a pretty big brand, and I was trying to look at the relevance or the importance of it. This is actually, as I read through more, this was the last collaboration that he had before he passed last year. Wow. So this was, I was like, man, this is pretty tight.
You know, this kind of goes back to what I was just saying before, that it feels like more so within Asian culture, Skechers are accepted, especially as being like a high fashion item, than it is within, I would say, in general American culture that isn't those that are trying to look for something that's in a more affordable pair of something else. So it's just, it makes sense that this artist would be doing that.
Yeah, and this definitely sat in the zone of more expensive from the footwear side. This model was $130, and then there was one that he released. My assumption is last year or before. That was $170. But Skechers has been trying to play a little bit more into that, getting outside of cost-effective footwear, and getting more into performance. Like they have, man, I can't remember the Olympic long distance runner, but the guy who he's been running in Skechers and winning the Olympics.
That sounds sketchy.
Yeah, it does sound sketchy. And then they also were, they were part of Brand Black, which was a sneaker, like a basketball shoe. They were
Big
part
Baller
of,
Brand's first release, because
the Big Baller Brand actually was inspired, or they worked with Brand Black.
Homie just walked by with his kid, and his kid saw the art, and he started hitting the glass. I don't know if anybody else said it.
No, I saw it, but yeah. But yeah, so I mean, the Skechers, as much as the product is not necessarily what everybody desires, I guess, or what we see in like the streetwear side of things before, not now, as like not cool. Skechers has always been they're one of the most innovative footwear companies.
Okay.
Which is crazy that they mainly just make shoes that, you know, old moms and dads but they live in that value channel zone. So they make a lot of money.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, and so they sell a lot. They sell a lot of footwear. Like if you go to Vegas and you just watch, or you go to Vegas or any like touristy place where there's a ton of people.
You're not
from
helping
all
my
over the world.
argument whatsoever.
No, I am. I'm
saying.
endorsing it. Like the if you go to any of those places where you see a multitude of people from all over the world, you'll see a lot of Skechers.
Yeah,
they sell.
It's also
everywhere.
I would feel like a very much a European brand too. I could see people in Europe being very much on the Skechers wave, and I would also say I could very much see it in India as being like one of those brands that would do very well
in America.
Yeah,
all over the world. Yep. Hey, you just backing me up.
All over the world.
Hey, they're sketching all over the world. And then I just got one last piece, and it's more just to go back to. So we were talking about the Pharrells the other day.
I love that you can see my video history on the side of the thing. You tell what I'm really into.
We'll do that next time.
No, it's cool.
So
like
this
cars.
is Pharrell's episode of Sneaker Shopping with Joe LaPuma. I think that I should be hosting Sneaker Shopping. You know what I'm saying? Joe LaPuma, you don't need to be in there, bro. Just give it to me. Complex, hit your boy. But anyway, he had an episode with Dame at Index. It's pretty tight.
With Pharrell?
No. Joe LaPuma, the guy who does Sneaker Shopping. So he does
I
this
thought
show.
you were saying Pharrell was with Dame and...
Man.
I was like,
I would be...
why don't they have that as a picture on the wall?
Oh, yeah, I wish. That'd be sick. Okay, so go ahead and hit Plizze.
A little bit. You go to Japan and you're looking for a studio to record.
So Pharrell's talking about the first time he met
this
Nigo.
guy through your jeweler, Jacob the jeweler, Nigo, and he offers his studio up to you. But you go to his atelier, you see apparel, and you see these sneakers, Babes,
trying to talk
for
about
the first time.
Right.
So
well,
Nigo's the
that was
founder
a
of Bape.
thing where, first of all, Tokyo and Japan itself is a different dimension altogether. When you first get there, you feel the calm, you feel the humility of the people, you feel a lot of the stuff that they have gone through culturally. And so when I went to his showroom, it was like that feeling times 10. Because here's a guy that created this space. It's full on, like you're walking through his thoughts and his imagination. And I'm looking at this guy and I'm going, you absolutely lived out every one of your dreams and turned them into businesses.
Well, from that
I was like,
perspective,
it exists.
Yeah.
Like, this is a real thing. So my mind was blown. And then when I looked at the Bape stuff for the first time, I was like, that's not a Nike.
Right.
I mean, we love Nike,
Yeah, of
right?
course.
Like even us at Adidas, we love Nike. Like Adidas, the folks at Nike love like they love us, like right? So I can say that.
Yeah.
So just in case anybody's
the comment
a little,
that he just
shocked
made
and thrown
was-
off by that. I was
Hold
like,
on,
this is
there's a
not
part that's
Nike.
gonna come up.
This is something else. It's taken inspiration of the Air Force One and just blew it out to another place. You know, all the little fine details. When you look at the height of the actual like outer sole, when you look at like the materials that he chose to use, FedEx always delivers. I like that. It's ambiance. Miami's turning into the new New York and Vegas. Like we gotta let these things happen. So when you look
I
at
thought
like,
that was
all
kind of
the
cool that
fine
like the
little
door
small
opens and he's
details.
just like, listen, man, it happens. Just keep filming.
Yo,
you know, like I thought that was very much our show.
Dude, yes. First off, question. If you walked into a store and saw Pharrell doing a segment, I wouldn't walk back out. I would be like, NERD was the most important band for modern day culture. I don't know if you've heard of this little show called Your Morning Drip. It's not that little. It's actually fantastic and big and awesome. And it's the #1 show, morning show in Portland. But we talked about this extensively. I love you, Pharrell.
Oh yeah, we all love Pharrell. Me and you both. 2 up, 2 down all day. I don't know which camera is on, but
yo, this is your camera.
Yeah, but don't we also use the middle camera?
We do use the middle camera. Actually, eventually, we're gonna get these cameras switched out to these other ones that have lights above them that will say what camera is going on.
We also could just get like a little monitor and then we could just see.
It costs about the same amount.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, but yeah. So, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna make a wild statement, and I hope you concur, so it doesn't make me look crazy. I feel like Pharrell is someone drew an anime character of what they thought a black dude would look like, and that's why it's also ageless, is because
I'll go with that.
He's like the last airbender.
Yo, he legitly, if someone drew a black last airbender, Aang is Asian version of Pharrell.
He'll be the music one, like of all the elements, the element of sound.
Pharrell's Blasian?
Yeah.
He said he's the Asian version of Pharrell. Like Pharrell is Asian.
I never knew this.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I never. So he's another Tiger Woods.
You can see it. He's like, I see it.
Yo, that's makes me love Pharrell so much more. It makes so much more sense out of NERD, especially him and Chad's relationship and everything else. That is.
It does make more sense, doesn't it?
Because all right, I always believed in this, and stop me if I'm wrong. There is a correlation with the Black and Asian community that has been tough forever. It's been certain connections within how we view family, how we do stuff. We definitely do it differently, but we do have similarities. That, and we're the only two races that can cook chicken in that many ways and call them different dishes. But it's a thing that like people try to, I feel like, separate the Black and Asian community, and so much of us have fed off of each other. Like the whole entire hip hop culture that has influenced Asian culture made the b-boy scene what it is. Because I would say that the b-boy scene, when I think about it, I think about the Asian community more than I think about the Black community.
Yeah, I agree.
So I always love the mixture of that. So thinking of one of my favorite artists of all time now being literally an embodiment of two cultures coming together, and his music influencing so many things, and just the way he goes about things, and not having to be a stereotypical Black person or X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, oh, that's right, because you're mixing things together is dope.
Yeah, or even just being yourself, being who you are, being proud of where you come from or what you like. Like later in the story, he talks about the name, like him being called Skateboard P. Actually, earlier in the story, so he's like, Joe LaPuma was like, yeah, so Skateboard P, that's the name that you got while you were in high school, right? And he was like, well, no, I actually got it after high school, and it was really the way that people used as like, it was their identifier for me, like the kid who skateboards. He's like, but when I was in high school, we all skated. So it's not that I was the only one. It's that, he's from that group of dudes who skates, but nobody else in the group that he was going into were skaters. So the name Skateboard P was given to him by essentially older people who were like when I worked at Nike, people used to call me 6.0 because I was like the SB takedown. So there was a group of people who used to call me 6.0. There's a group of Black people who were like, oh, that's the Black dude that be doing the outside stuff. That be on his bike, because I used to ride my BMX bike all around campus. So yeah, they used to call me 6.0. It's fine. Like I wasn't like, how dare you? I was like, oh, I'll take that as an identifier because I am doing the thing that I enjoy.
Dude, I always got nicknames that did not suit me whatsoever, and
that's all right.
My favorite one is K-Swiss.
That's kind of funny.
Dude, and it's just like, yo, that's K-Swiss. Well, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, all right, cool. And then I was just like, later on in life, I'm like, why? Like, I've never worn a pair of K-Swiss. I don't know anything about K-Swiss, to be honest, so I couldn't even find a correlation to it. I just got the nickname.
Your name got a K in it. I said that, you know what? Sometimes that's all you need. Yep. My brother's friend Edgar was like, man, I want a nickname. How come I don't have a nickname? He was eating Fritos, and they just started calling him Frito. Didn't know Frito wasn't his name for...
That's a hard name.
Yeah. I didn't know Frito wasn't his actual name for probably like 10 years. And we were over his house, and his mom was like, hey, Edgar, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, who's Edgar? And my brother was like, that's his name, dude. Like, that's his actual name. I was like, Edgar?
Dude.
Man, Frito.
I love when people have to get like Americanized names just because they're like, this is going to be hard for you in life otherwise. Because my homie DJ Juice,
Juice is his American name?
No, his actual name. So everyone called him Ivan, and calling a Mexican person Ivan is a weird name because it wasn't. His name was actually Iban, and I was just like, what? He's like, yeah, my name is Iban, and I was like, but we've been calling you Ivan forever. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, but why? And he's like, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, just call me Ivan.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then, like, his family probably called him Ivan.
Hmm?
Yeah. Well, I knew a dude named Junior. Man, what was Junior's? What is Junior's first name? Actual first name? But he was like the junior of his dad. They just all called him
I'm
Junior.
a junior too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that you know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you made like even you're like, I'm a junior too, right? You're like, you're a right junior.
I didn't even catch it.
Man, what was Junior's name? Oh, Benito.
Benito.
Yeah.
Yo,
Then,
I think Asian people and Mexican people have some of the dopest names, period, that just sound like amazing without like context.
Yeah. And then my homie Brian from high school, his name is actually Sarayut, but we call him, but when he moved to America, he said, my mom gave me 3 options. My name could be Brian, or Brian.
Just spelled the 3 different ways.
Just all Brian. And he was like, but he's like, no, he said one of the options was Peter, but the only thing he knew about Peter was Peter Pan. And he was like, no.
See, I feel like Peter is one of those names that I would never want. Like I would never.
Yeah.
And because like the shortened version of it's Pete. And I'm like, who wants
if
to
you
be
know Brian, this is ridiculous.
But knowing Brian, and just imagine calling him Peter. Yep.
Oh
God.
Yep. Can you give us one of your potential children's names if you had to give your?
Oh, my child's name was definitely one of these children is gonna be named Wheezy, and one of these children might be named William. William Williams.
You mean shout out to DJ Wicked, Patrick Kirkpatrick?
Yep. Yeah, man. Like, why? Hey, listen, William Williams.
Yo. Not a Wiley?
No. Nope.
I always loved. I also had a great respect and love of crazy white people names.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh, we got a Wiley.
What about Dana for a guy?
You like Dana?
That's a weird white person name. Dana for a guy.
I also like Odin.
Odin. That's interesting.
My friends named their child Odie, but I'm guessing it's
cool.
for Odin. And I'm just like,
my family, my sister actually, they had a dog named Odie. He was named after Greg Oden.
Yeah, Wyatt's dog.
I mean, does it got weak knees?
Wow.
No. No. Odie lived to be super old too. But yeah, no, Odie.
Greg Oden just looks super old.
Yeah, I saw Greg Oden the other day.
In Portland?
Yep.
All right, I take all that back. I don't want no smoke.
Yeah. Saw him maybe like 2 weeks ago.
All right, well,
he was in the club, just getting his club on, eating a sandwich.
It was cranberry vodka mixed with champagne. What we got going up next?
So, Oregon is talking about, will you be eligible for benefits if you refuse to take the vaccine? The short answer is it depends on the organization, but Kate Brown is saying basically if they have a reasonable policy regarding vaccines and it gives workers an alternative such as weekly testing as they do with the medical, then no, you're not eligible if you refuse. So if you don't say, like for the medical industry, you don't want to do testing each week and you won't take the vaccine, then you're not eligible for unemployment benefits when you're fired.
I also heard that they are getting rid of the possibility to do the weekly test. You either got to do it or you can't be part of the workforce.
I'm going to say this because maybe I don't understand or know this. What are you talking about with this weekly test?
It was an option that if you didn't want to take the vaccine and you were like a teacher or a medical employee, that you'd be able to take a weekly test. But I thought as soon as I heard that it would be so expensive that it's ridiculous logistic-wise, and they obviously came to the same conclusion and said that's off the table.
That was Mike?
I was just trying to make sure both of the record buttons were on.
Oh.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
And also, I live right next to OHSU, and they're out there, the nurses and stuff are out there protesting every day
who that is?
that they don't want to have to take the vaccine. There's like it's a pretty small group, but they work.
There's a group of nurses that don't want to take the vaccine?
Yeah, they're nurses and doctors. They have signs saying like, "Don't make us get the vaccine." That work at OHSU. They're out there protesting.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of medical people don't trust medical stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, so they whatever. I'm neither here nor there with the vaccine
Well, they just gave the Pfizer shot, or they're about to give it full FDA
It's about to get
approval.
full FDA approval.
So it's no longer experimental guinea pig kind of argument.
Well, and once
It's
it goes
official
to
for 16 and older as of today.
yeah, so as soon as
It was
it
already
goes
16 and older. You mean 12?
FDA approval.
It was never. None of these
It had emergency approval before because of the situation, but now we fully FDA approved.
Yep.
Nothing was
guys
ever
keep
FDA.
hijacking.
Nothing was ever FDA approved COVID-wise vaccine. This
Yeah.
is the first time today. That's why people were like, "Well, it's not even FDA approved, so I don't trust it." But now
Yeah.
it is.
So this is all I have to say to that. One, the Delta variant is going crazy, and there's a very likelihood of things shutting down again, which is nuts. And so it was kind of weird to me because I from what I've heard and what I'm understanding, and I might be wrong about this, Miss, if you want to check up on this.
Now
you
I'll be
can.
back. My sister's here now. I guess she fell on some stairs. It took her a little longer. I'll be back.
I guess this is kind of the best portion of us to get into this. But no, so they're saying that the Delta variant is going through people way quicker than the original COVID version was. That it was essentially how they do this certain rating within viruses, where it goes a 1 to 10 scale, being like how many people are you likely to transfer the disease to. Common cold is about 1. The original version of COVID was about 3 to 4. And the newest version, the Delta version, is around, I believe, 5?
They say it's...
or was it 9.5?
I think it's 9.5 because they say that there's 1,000 times more virus present in somebody with Delta than there was with somebody with the original, American strain of COVID.
And this is just the thing to me. And this is a strong belief, and this is very much a hot take in my opinion. A lot of the people that aren't trying to get the vaccine and that aren't being careful are a lot of people that are going to probably be in our segment of Sounds About White today. And okay. Yep, those are the same people that aren't going to get the booster shots. Those are the same people that are only wearing masks, so their face will be covered when they enact dumb racial stuff. So you know what?
I just want to say I'm learning a lot more and more of my friends are not vaccinated, and now that they're doing the rules with the bars and restaurants and stuff that you can't go, I'm like, oh yeah, we're good. And my friend's like, no, we're not vaccinated. I just had it happen this weekend, so I was like, there's a lot more people than you realize. You just can't assume.
Dude, and the thing is for me is like, yo, I get the vaccination things. My biggest thing has been with the vaccinations overall, and I'm hoping that you're just sitting me on this camera right now, right, Mike? That my thing for the long standing of it has been like this, yo. And I think we talked about this last episode. If you don't want to get the vaccine, that's your choice. If you don't want to wear a mask, that is your choice. But then don't take over the hospitals because you decide to make those choices and make it so people that have other illnesses, surgeries, or other things to continue on their lives have to take a pause because you took a consideration that didn't consider anybody else. And I'm kind of over that way of thinking. I don't know. How y'all feel about it?
So I posted exactly what you just said yesterday, and I posted the article of the man who had the video of his wife and the breast cancer that we posted. And I had a couple of unvaccinated friends, like they're my friends, saying, you really think I shouldn't go to the hospital? You really want me to die? And I'm like, if you really think that's going to be the case, then why didn't you get the vaccine? And it was blowing up.
You can still get the vaccine. Yeah. It's free.
They were, a couple people were like, yeah, I will not go that were vaccinated. They agreed. But some others were like, wow, I can't believe as my friend you would want me to not go to the hospital.
Yeah, it's a situation that I feel like I don't know why all my homies decide to come up and then they just like, I'm going to awkwardly stare. Not like I'm going to take a step back, watch the thing. It kind of just like, I got to be all the way up to the glass. All the way up to the glass. Got the raptor breath on it. Just, I would honestly let Dustin in. Did you switch it to the other camera so they can see him?
Yeah.
Look, this is what we doing. This is what we do. Here, let me make sure the camera's straight for you. Is that a little bit?
It's good, man. We were good.
We good?
Yeah.
If you haven't come down and checked out your morning drip and seen the greatness that is, I don't know how to put it. Our live Good Morning America. Grab your coffee from Deadstock, sit and watch the show in the window. It is hilarious. I'm really gonna, we got this bench out here. I'm gonna make sure to definitely put out the bench next time so people know where to sit, so they won't be giving the velociraptor to the glass.
And that was the whole idea too, for people to be able to, come
sit and enjoy.
Yeah.
I just in no way thought people would be like hard pressed against the glass like this is a Winter Hawks hockey game. Like, it just blew my mind. But you know what? We're getting not close to the end, but we have time left, and I want to get through some more of these stories. So go ahead and give me the next one.
Okay. Sorry, squeaky chair. So I almost don't even know which one to choose because there's been so many shootings in this last weekend. I know of 4 alone. So let's start with the Proud Boys. So Proud Boys.
Let's say the Proud Boys one because we have all those Proud Boys segments. So let's just put those all together.
Okay.
Let's do the Black Portlanders.
Okay. Yes, we'll do that. So Black Portlanders have officially reached a settlement in the lawsuit of discrimination for club owner over racial discrimination lawsuits. And Ronan, you know a lot about this, so I can let you speak on it.
Yeah, I wish Weezy was here, so then this wouldn't seem like more of a rant coming from me because I kind of feel like it is. But hopefully you two can chime in and help me with that. But basically, can you go ahead and give some context to us?
Yeah. So let's try to see what bars he owns. I know he had.
So
Dirty
it's Chris.
Splash.
Yeah. Chris Linehan, who owns basically Dirty Nightclub. I think he's a property owner of Shake, which used to be Couture. He also was a partial owner in Barrel Room. He was managing / believe helping out with operations over at Hobos. He also owned Paris Theater.
Yep.
He also took over a couple of food carts. What else?
So Dirty Splash, Shake, Barrel Room, Paris Theater.
Yeah, and the dude's owned a fair amount of nightclubs down here. He also, I don't know if he's partial owner, but he does employ and helps operate the security team, Top Flight Security out here. So this is basically what it is. Dress code forever has been one of those things that has been in nightclubs to get away the riffraff of an area. And within this situation, it became pretty much solely black people. Within that, their dress code said, does it say what the dress code was on there?
Yeah, keep talking, I'll look for it.
Yeah, so they had a crazy dress code.
Oh, yeah, it's just wearing. Okay, so it says other people were wearing hats, shorts, button-down shirts, necklaces, shirts like that.
Yeah. So if you think of it this way, if I come into the bar wearing a green and white polo with some blue jeans and some Stan Smiths with some green on it, I'm just trying to look good, just trying to wear an outfit that works well together. But within that standpoint, what ended up happening was the owner deemed that was being gang related or he didn't want that many black people in. There was actually a rule that was in place that was done by the cops and the security team, which was the 30% rule, whereas 30% of your capacity of your club cannot be people of color, predominantly black people. So if that happened, you'd be hit with certain things. And this was a narrative that was pushed by Chris Linehan. And this is all alleged. I'm going to say that before we get sued out of existence. Allegedly, these are the things that were going on. This is hearsay from other people and so on. But anyways, basically, within that, the owners just did whack stuff, and they wouldn't let black people in. They would take black people and they would make them go around to the other entrance of the club to be able to go in. And they would charge them a higher fee. So imagine if you and Mike went to the club, Missa, and You guys go through the front door. Let's say the cover was $5. You guys pay it. You're all good to go. You're wearing a tan on tan outfit with green hair. Mike, you're wearing your exact same outfit, but let's just say your dunks happen to be your ones, whatever they are. I can't tell. Happen to be green.
They do.
And what would end up happening is you guys would be allowed in. The next couple happen to be a couple that were black, would go to the door. They would all back be saying, hey, you do not fit our dress code. You're wearing X, Y, and Z. You're wearing athletic attire. Your clothes are too matchy. You might be gang related. So we're not going to let you in. And then people would be like, what are you talking about? And if you made a little bit of a fuss about it or any kind of thing, they'd be like, hey, you're not wearing the right attire. Go into the side entrance and we're going to try to get you in through those dudes. And then those dudes would sit up here and charge you a marked up rate. Also, when they did this, they unbeknown, you know the word I'm trying to say, unknowingly did this to NBA players. And so NBA players would come out here, and there's few clubs that have bottle service and stuff like that. And what ended up happening is that they would get pushed over into this other line. And these are literally multimillionaires unable to come into an establishment because of the way that they're dressed, and they're labeled as gang members. So this situation happened, and what basically was the result with the lawsuit?
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, like when they showed up, it was Tiffany King, her husband Michael King, and the uncle Jonathan, and they were just wearing a fedora and shorts and got denied because of that.
Yep,
it's ridiculous.
What type of gangs wearing fedoras and shorts?
Yeah, look at this.
What gang? That's okay. Let's put that up. Hold on.
It's up there. So it's a thing that they
like
if you try to dress up nice, like if a white dude wears this in Portland, he's labeled as being weird, zoot suit, whatever else. Black person comes up and wears this in Portland, he's an old school gang member, and he's up to no good. And that's weird. And it's the thing that like this constantly happens in Portland. If I go and wear a red flannel, black jeans, and wear some boots, I'm labeled as dressing like a gang member. Whereas if I'm every other person in Portland, that's just a regular uniform. That is literally by my lesbian queens that are out here, like the lesbian uniform is wearing a flannel, some boots, and some jeans. And so like I just find it hilarious that this is the situation that we're in. And when I meant by lesbian queens, I mean my femmes and my people know who know. But anyways, it's just really, it's severely awkward that this is still going on these days. How do you guys agree?
Yeah, so it even says that he told management to let him know when too many people of color came into the bar.
30% rule.
30% rule, yeah. And he even said like when too many would get in there, he'd straight up say, get these N-words out of here.
Yep, they did it over the microphone system, yeah. Because a lot of people came forward within this stuff happening. And you know, I've had my own incidents with bar owners in Portland. Like I was labeled a gang member by one bar owner that decided that the way to get rid of me within the town was to label me as a gang member, so that bars and police would go and try to get me kicked out of the community, which I'm the furthest thing from.
So I just saw this quote that really pisses me off. It says, "I don't want too many chocolate chips in my bowl of milk, just a few."
Yep.
Wow.
This same owner I actually set out with in front of what used to be Tube and Black Book, because they had a meeting and they were walking around the mayor around town, which speaks volumes, around Chinatown. And the guy comes out and I was like, hey, yo, you're Chris Linehan. Like, my name is Ronan. I sit up here and DJ at this club. I throw these events and yada, yada, yada. And he looked at me and he just repeatedly called me boy. And it took everything out of me not to lose it on this dude saying this. But anyways, that dude's got a lawsuit. He's a jerk. What was the final verdict on this?
So the lawsuits accuse him. I mean, it just says, I'm pretty sure he's guilty. It doesn't, nothing says.
So they reached a settlement.
Yeah.
So basically they didn't want this to fully go to trial. and for it to get as bad as it possibly could.
Oh, he appears to have relocated his nightclub business to the other side of the country.
Yeah, he's out in Florida now. He still, because of COVID, he left, but he also was already kind of trying to figure stuff out. But yeah, it's his form of racism is a lot more tolerated in Florida. He also has, he also did some stuff in Vegas. I'm going to take this from my boy, Philip DeFranco. Chris Linehan, you are a douchebag of the day. You are a garbage human being. And I just want to put that out because experiences that not only that I've experienced as a black male in Portland and trying to do stuff, but I know from other people that have tried to work with you or tried to work within your venues and stuff, what they had to go through. And to be honest, it's a thing that shouldn't be tolerated anymore. And I'm happy that you're not out here. Like, I know that you've done certain stuff for the community and for the area that has been good, but the bad that you've done has way outweighed that. And yeah, good riddance, homie. Mm-hmm. All right, what we got next?
So, 10:26, should I come to it?
Just keep going.
So, OnlyFans has announced they're officially removing all sexual content by the fall.
Yeah. Before I even get into this, Missa, I'm not asking you how you feel about this in the context of you being a woman.
Oh, ask whatever.
I'm asking you in the context of being a person that's trying to start their own brand, that's trying to market themselves. Yeah. If you were on a platform that all of a sudden said, yo, we know we built this up on plants and doing all organic stuff, we are no longer going to allow any green stuff to be on our platform. How would you feel?
I'd be hurt, obviously. I mean, if it affects your income, there's a way. You just gotta fight.
Yeah, I don't know. This is just short and simple. This is the dumbest thing, and I can't wait for somebody else. And I wish it was
Tyga. He's doing it. He just announced it.
Either women, femmes, people of color, I wish all three would just make their own version of this so then they could properly deal with the situation, because I know that there is a lot of hate off of celebrities joining OnlyFans and making their content dupe out people and making it harder for people within that lane to do stuff. But I guess they're just getting rid of the porn version of it, and they're leaving more so the actual nudity of it up. So you can be nude. You can be nude on OnlyFans now. I don't know if you heard this. You can be nude on OnlyFans starting in October, but you no longer can provide porn on OnlyFans. And you know,
like services or videos
or any content.
It's a big opportunity for somebody to fill this gap.
Yeah,
it's gonna be called Fans Only.
If you look at the screen, Tyga he deleted his OnlyFans account and he's launching his own called MyStar.
Done. Dude's gonna be so rich.
We'll see how that goes. There's been plenty of other rappers and entertainers that try to make social media platforms, and they do not have the greatest track record. Usually, the greatest track record is, hey, I invested in a company that was already going, and it succeeded, and I grew with it, and I'm a bazillionaire. More so when celebrities are like, hey, I'm going to start a platform and do X, Y, and Z, you end up situations like David Dobrik, who made this new social media platform, and then they go down, and the social media platform goes down with them.
What was the platform?
It wasn't fully announced yet. There was just a bunch of celebrities and people that were involved with it, and David Dobrik was like, yo, I'm making my own social media platform. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. He's one of the biggest people on social media right now. And then he got called out for a bunch of situations that ended up happening. One, he almost ended up killing his friend. And then there was a rape allegation that got brought against him. Not in the sense that he raped someone, but he was filming one of the episodes of his show, and these two girls were on it. And one then claimed, like, in this episode, I ended up getting raped. And this is by your friend. This is what happened. And
wow.
He got canceled from everything because he really tried hard to deny it. And there was an easy out for him, and he didn't take it. and he's very cocky about it, kind of like the same thing that happened with Logan Paul and the Suicide Forest. Like, you know about that? All right, real quick. Dude, Logan Paul, the one that's been fighting Evander Holyfield, the reason why he was already famous, the reason he got super duper famous is he went to the Suicide Forest in Japan.
Oh.
And he went and filmed a dead body in the forest and posted it on his YouTube.
Okay, I didn't know that happened. I didn't know that it was Logan Paul.
Yeah, so my thing has always been this is why I also don't believe in cancel culture, is because people can just go on apology tours. Like, you can just be like, hey, I'm going to, as long as I can, try to be like, yeah, I don't care. This is who I am. And then to a certain point, they'll be like, all right, this has affected me and I've gone negative. Now I'm going to go on an apology tour and be like, go on to every major news outlet, apologize, talk about it. And then you get all this press coverage. And then, a certain amount of your audience are going to lose because they just don't believe in you. Yeah. But you're going to gain so much more of a bigger audience. This is also a thing that they have started to say that brands are doing on purpose when they have like the King of the Jungle and had the black kid with the monkey shirt on. And then the Gucci or whatever it was that had the black face little flip up of it. They're like, they put out these things knowing that it's going to be racially insensitive and their stock is going to go down. But then they're going to get so much press and so much attention and be able to do these apology tours that it's actually going to give them a boost up, and they can manipulate a little stock market stuff within there too. So that all being said to this, OnlyFans, if they do this, a bunch of people are going to jump off. They're going to announce that they're back on. They're going to probably do an apology tour, be back in a great place. My opinion.
OnlyFans out here making money. So OnlyFans out here making money.
They made over $2 billion last year. Yeah, within their evaluation and everything else. And
and I don't even know what the percentages that they charge off of the like to be the host. Can
I blow your mind real quick? Whether or not you visited OnlyFans, I've only recently found this out. So OnlyFans, what they really mean by that title is it's only for your fans. There's no search engine for it. So I can't go on to their platform and like just type in someone's name and search and it comes up. I have to have their link to go to that person's specific page to find them. And I didn't know that was a thing. And I'm like, what a world that we live in, that search engine optimization is like the biggest thing for most things. The algorithm is the biggest thing. And here's proof positive that you can skip the algorithm to do this if you have enough clout.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty, from what I've heard on OnlyFans. I know a lot of people who have like OnlyFans like where they are nude, and I know ones where they're not. But a lot of times what people do is they will post their friends, and like they just kind of
cross promotion.
Yeah.
That's I've also like found out within like learning marketing and different stuff that is like the big thing within the model scene of like Instagram is that people, some people pay for it, but there are like I don't know what it's called, but there's groups that come together. They're like, hey, we're always going to blast out these 5 models within our group to sit up here and grow their following. We're going to then let other people come in, and since they see it and see how much growth we have, they're then going to buy advertisement space within our stories to be a part of this. So it's like Follow Friday or whatever else. And they blast it out, and they get people paying like, hundreds of thousands of dollars to get, a 30-second story clip to be within this like, top 10 models that you should follow. If you like me, you should follow them thing.
Yeah.
It's real smart.
Super smart.
I'm gonna be honest. It makes sense that women within those industries do that, because there's a lot more acceptance of I'm not the only face that this person's ever going to look at. I'm not the only album this person's ever going to look at or listen to. So they're a lot more welcoming of people because they're not viewed as competition in the same way that it might be if it was rappers or artists or whatever else like that, because I think that this would work in all those other communities very well. You do it within the coffee community.
It just needs to be a thing that people want, I guess.
Want to do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, what we got up next, Missa?
So we got the Proud Boys.
Yeah, let's get into this quick. So. You about to dip?
Oh, what's up, y'all? Your whole family?
Oh, hey.
Dang.
That is nuts. But yeah. So I'm happy this show ran long because I would be doing other things outside of this show, which certain members of my family don't need to know I do.
Yeah, I don't know why you giving yourself up right now, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Sometimes I drink coffee and
read books.
Yeah. Drink coffee, read books.
Yeah. It's good.
Dude, we need to work on that album, bro. Anyways, yo, go ahead. Yeah, bring up the first video and then actually can we yeah, let's go to the Instagram because they're quicker. Actually, no, play this. I did not see this. Play this. And can you make it full screen if you can?
Wait for the ad nonsense and we'll get it back.
What? Just switch the yeah.
What is it?
So the Proud Boys went crazy. So there was a bunch of events that were happening this weekend, and originally it was supposed to be both events were going to happen down at the waterfront. The Proud Boys were going to come and take over the waterfront, but then what ended up happening was the Proud Boys moved their location to the vacant Kmart off of Sandy.
Oh yeah.
And they went crazy.
That's a big parking lot.
I mean, they're already crazy, but they went nuts in the sense that, first off, the first thing I saw was them tip over a van.
Really?
And break out all the windows and everything else with it. I don't know why this is allowed, because to be honest, if someone shot me they have a bunch of paintball guns, and they shoot them at everyone.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And I'm like, if you shoot me with a paintball gun, and I'm just out in the streets, not in a setting that makes sense within this, I'm grabbing my gun and I'm shooting you. Like I'm not gonna play this guessing game of who's shooting me with real guns and who's not.
Yeah.
And you're bear macing me and then beating the crap out of me. Nah, man. Like you're not brave enough to just catch these hands, and you know what? You can catch everything else I have instead. Like that's insane. That's literally insane. And when I mean paint, like just play the video. Just
Portland. In the past 10 minutes or so, we have seen a lot of activity and cars moving around. The question is, where will they go? In downtown Portland, fears of a violent political clash became a waiting game. Hundreds of black-clad anti-fascists stood around Tom McCall Waterfront Park to counter-protest against a planned far-right rally. Instead, a group of right-wing Proud Boys changed plans and gathered nearly 10 miles away at an abandoned Kmart parking lot at 122nd and Sandy. Local leaders feared the rival groups would turn violent after a similar clash exactly 1 year ago. In anticipation, some downtown businesses closed for the day, but others remained open and were busy with customers who were not distracted by the large crowds assembling blocks away.
I think a lot of the time it can come off as very performative.
Yeah, let's skip this and go to the Instagram videos because
everybody else is in there just just eating noodles. They said, huh? Y'all rallying? Man, hold on, I gotta get this ramen real quick.
I think that was fuck because they showed Luck Lack.
Oh, was it Look Like?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So. So yeah, I don't know if you can Can you restart this? If you just press the refresh button up top, I think you can. You see?
Wow.
So they're throwing all the stuff out of this dude's truck. They messed up this dude. Actually, can you go to this person's page real quick? Just click on their actual page. All right, and then swipe up. All right, so let's go to the first one down right here in the middle. Yep. All right, so they roll up on this dude, stab out his tires. Look at this. Bust out all of his windows. They were shooting him with a paintball gun.
What did he do?
Oh no, he was just sitting in his car, waiting. Like he was being mutual aid, which is basically yo, I'm helping out the protesters with having water and different stuff, helping them bring gear if they need it. And these guys found him, and they just gave him all the smoke.
Which side was he on?
He was on the Antifa, the anti-fascists. To be honest, this is the worst way to describe something. Like, you're the fascist, you're the anti-fascist. Proud Boys, protesters, because the Proud Boys aren't protesting. Like, they're not actively being like, we don't want this. They're not taking up signs and whatever else. They're just being like, we don't want you here anymore. Look how messed up this dude is. My thing is this.
Doesn't that guy have on a press helmet?
Yeah.
And he hit him?
Oh, they attacked press. They were shooting them all up. All right, go to the next.
The guy in the press helmet was the one who pushed the dude out the truck.
Because they saw that protesters were wearing press, and the cops couldn't mess with them. So they started wearing press to make it so the cops couldn't, like, hey, if they did it, then why can't we do it? It's like, because they're actual press. Those people are actually filming, live streaming, and doing all this other stuff to represent this. And they're like, but some of these people are breaking glass. And it's like, maybe a handful of people are doing that. Oh, can you go back? Because you can switch through those videos. Go back to the iPad and show the
accomplishing by doing this, throwing like water bottles out, like assaulting somebody that, you know, is not. I mean, that guy is by himself.
Yeah,
older guy. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and he was in his car.
Yeah, chilling.
And I'm like, yo, who does insurance go after this? See that? Punched him in the face. He's in his car, ducking down, trying to be left alone, and they're just attacking him. Now tell me if you saw one of your friends in that situation.
They're just in a minute.
I would turn the car on and start
spraying him with mace. All these dudes are filming. No one's stopping the situation. There's all their own Proud Boy photographers covering this stuff just to be like, look at crazy Antifa and this is what happened, and they're gonna make up some story of like, this person tried to run us over, tried to do something, and they're gonna show the whole video, and it's not gonna be what it is whatsoever. Like, look, just beating them.
What's that dude with the camera doing? Just taking close-ups, not helping, just taking close-ups.
And look most of them not wearing masks unless they're, you know. So can you go down to the next video? All right, can you swipe through this? So yeah, this is just the car all messed up. They punctured and did all the tires. Keep going down. All right, I should have sent another set of videos because I want you to see when they flipped over this car.
Oh yeah, we had that a second ago. Yeah. Did we? Yeah.
Yo. Yeah, this is.
Wow.
Notice the handicap logo. Like, this is a service.
So this is a mutual aid van. Usually this is bringing food and supplies to certain people.
Oh, he jumped. Yay.
Look at this guy, and he jumps in the back of it.
Isn't that a press guy?
What is he doing?
This is my sounds about white and my
Who's this black guy?
Bro, there's always one. They find one.
Who is that?
So and then if you go to I believe the next video in that series.
All the things they said about the protesters, all the reasons why this like law and order bullshit has been shoved down everybody's throat, and you see these dudes wilding out, throwing stuff around, acting absolutely unacceptable. It's ridiculous.
Beating up people who are there to provide water and assistance.
It's disgusting behavior. I don't know how anybody could look at it and not be like, what the hell?
Hold on. Let me see if I can find there was one of the here I'm gonna share it real quick. So I'm gonna put it as the link right before the man killed in the shooting. So I just put it up. No, so like this is my thing. These people are crazy. These people are nuts. They're wilding out. The fact that the police, as much as they've gone after the protesters and found out information, tracked them down, used the crazy CSI, this dude's literally this other protest.
I saw this video.
Non-violent, and you gotta turn it up so people can actually hear what's going on. Can you refresh that and start it over again real quick?
Sounds like we're in an auditorium.
I know. It doesn't pick it up on the mic though, so we're good.
Everybody okay? Everybody okay?
Maybe back out the post and just restart.
Or just swipe to the old one. There you
go. Yeah. So this dude was crazy. He was following a bunch of black youth around the protest that was downtown. That was, for the most part, peaceful. They weren't really breaking stuff or destroying anything or nothing like that. They were just sitting waiting for the Proud Boys to come to anti-protest against them. And this crazy dude doesn't look like a Proud Boy. Just looks like a crazy Hogwarts professor, if anything, that is in Portland.
That's what it looked like though, for real.
He was going around following these youth, and basically, you can switch to the other ones while I talk about this. But basically, what ended up happening.
I saw.
Yeah, man, this is nuts. What happened was, this guy was following around these youth, started showing them cell phone pictures of black people being hung in other countries, or just being hung, and being like, "This could be you." The dudes were like, "Yo, can you please stop following us? Leave us alone." The black dude was with his girlfriend. And I think because the guy saw, he had like a spear, he had like a cosplay made spear with him. And the guy kept following them around, showed him the video, started antagonizing them. And the dude's like, "Yo, I'm gonna mess you up. Like, you need to back off." And the guy then pulls out a clip for a gun. And he's just like, "Okay." And he's just like, "Hey, I'm telling you to back off. You need to leave me alone." But he's like, "I'm asking you to leave me alone. You're following me."
Yeah.
And then he takes out his gun eventually, because a bunch of protesters hear the craziness that this guy's saying to this youth, and it turns into a firefight, which is this situation. So the thing that I want people to understand and know is that races come in all shapes, sizes, whatever. They don't just look like Proud Boys with trucker hats. And the thing is that when we have these movements, when we start these conversations, these are the people we have to look out for. These are the reason why people are paranoid. Because if I, in any other context, would have saw this guy at a protest, I'm like, "Oh, there's a hippie. He's definitely with us."
Yeah.
And he turns out to be way into Highlander and thinks that his race must be the only one. And so
that's crazy.
Nah, man, it was nuts. I can't believe like the turning over cars. I don't understand how they're not getting the dudes that were in Northeast Portland aren't getting assault charges for shooting people with paintball guns, and their license plates are visibly easily to be found through all the different things. Why these people get away with doing this stuff, but when they talk about the protesters and everything else going downtown, they have to go to extreme means to find out these people. And these people don't care because they know that our society isn't going to go after them. That's my grind, my means, and sounds about white and
the same, all in one.
All in one. It's a combo breaker.
Man, that's all right, man. That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like we did that was a good information-filled episode.
Yeah. You do you have any grind your means for this episode?
I'm mad at sleep and how I don't have none. That's what I'm mad at.
All right. Do you have any context to throw in on these crazy Proud Boys? Because since I had to bodyguard your store downtown.
But that was from
on Sunday.
I thought that was because it's like somebody who was out there on some drugs.
No, that was because a bunch of the Proud Boys got dropped off down here, and were coming up with the vest and the guns and all that stuff. And
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't know. Everybody should just stop. That's about that.
Yo, like I said, on that Spider-Man. I'm on that Spider-Man tip. Everybody gets one. Thwip. Call me Young Miles Morales.
Oh man.
And that is going to be it. This is another episode of Your Morning Drip. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 8:30 to 10:30. This has been our August 23rd Monday episode. Make sure to check us out at yourmorningdrip.com. Also, make sure to follow us on all the social medias at Your Morning Drip. And join our Patreon. Become a member. We're going to be doing dope stuff. Just so you know, I'm doing this to get it confirmed from you. Can we do the movie night this Thursday?
Sure.
And I want to do it because I want to show love and respect. I don't know if you're as much a Kung Fu fan as I am. The man, the myth, the legend. And if you can find a picture of him real quick, mister, before we dip out. Sonny Chiba died. I'm going to really try not to get choked up because I'm already feeling tears coming out of my eyes on this one.
We'll do a whole... You can do. Let's talk about it on Wednesday.
All right.
And yeah, you can actually do like a whole to prepare for Thursday.
Yeah, but plan on us doing a movie night out here in front on Thursday, dedicated to the man Sonny Chiba. And what's up? Yeah, he was a man that did Hanzo Steel and the Kill Bill movies. He's also done the movie Street Fighter. He's done so many like incredible films throughout the years. Like, and yeah, dude was dope. And I want to make sure the man gets his roses. So we'll be doing that on Thursday. But once again, this is another episode of Your Morning Drip. I am your host, Ronan Rock. This is
Boy Weezy.
And we will see you next drip. Shout out to the numbers. We out here. Peace.